Hello and welcome to Metal Vice, a podcast where we talk about all things music.
Well, the things we care about.
That's right, which is mainly metal music and live music. I'm one of your hosts, Brian, joined with the other host,
Karen.
and this is our last regular episode of 2023.
It is.
And just like last year, we wanted to do like a year in review where we kind of like look back and just take a look back at the year and the concerts we went to and the music we, explored and found out about. So we have 13 topics where we're going to pick.
Do we?
Yeah, 13. Okay. Seems like a cool metal number. So
yeah.
Might as well stick with that cool theme. Along with that theme, we have 6 because 6 is also a cool metal number. At least 3 of them together, but 6 is the root of that 666 number. Anywho, each topic we're going to each go through our top 6 items. There's not like a rank. If we say number 1 is X, that's not really number 1. It's just these are the top 6. They can be rearranged in any order and whatever. We'd be happy with that order they were in. These are just our top 6 items, not a definitive, this is number 1 type list. Mainly because we hate those fucking lists where it's like the number 1 best song of all time is.
Right.
But before we dive into even those lists, let's talk about our predictions we made last year.
Okay.
In 2022, at the end of that episode, we made some predictions of like what we think 2023 will bring in terms of like Spotify, for instance. For instance, I assumed Metallica would be number 1 again in 2023 in my like Spotify year in review, and that I would be listening to more prog and doom metal in 2023 as well, because we found out we like dove more into those last year, found out about some bands that we really liked, and yeah, just sort of like experimenting or going down those rabbit holes a lot more is what I thought. What did you have for your Spotify sort of predictions?
So mine says no unless a new band comes up. So I don't know if that means my lineup would be exactly the same. Like there'd be no changes.
Probably, yeah.
I don't remember what my lineup was last year. Do you?
I don't either. We'd have to look at that spreadsheet.
But anyways, and then I said lots of Wage War and Lamb of God.
I see at the end of last year, I could see that too. I would definitely agree with that with you last year.
Yeah, definitely.
Concert picks. I think there's like no, it's just names and shit on here. These were sort of the I think the shows I was most excited for. No, the shows that we knew about going into the year.
Yeah.
Metallica Metallica M72. I have listed there. I have Dead and Company, their final tour at Wrigley. Going to see both of those shows. Lamb of God, I'm assuming that's the boat.
I'm assuming that's the boat, yeah.
And then Rockfest I have worried about. So I think I was excited for it, but I was worried about it because we knew there were going to be lawn chairs that were allowed.
Yes.
But I was still excited because of the lineup we knew, or
just the excitement of going to a festival.
Right. So those were my like things I was excited for looking into 2023 at the end of last year.
Yeah. So mine were the same. Well, almost the same. Mine was Metallica, Lamb of God, more than likely the Headbangers Boat, and then Disturbed. I guess I was just excited to see Disturbed again.
Did we know they had a show or like a tour coming up?
I
don't think we did.
Because we didn't go until like
late
summer
in the year. Yeah. Late in the summer.
And then also I had Rockfest and in parentheses like worried about it. So I think it was the same thing. Like I was excited to go to the festival. I'd seen a lot of Instagram or like social media about Rockfest. So I was excited to go for that, but
yeah,
we'll find out.
Yeah.
Well, or you can listen to the episode.
Yeah, we did a whole episode on that. 2 actually, like one that turned into an encore because it's supposed to be a 666, and we went way too fucking long on that.
So we just put it into an encore. So.
Yep. But yeah, jumping down then into Spotify, I was right. Metallica was my number 1 band.
Was it?
It was.
Oh, okay.
Going into the recap when they came out, I was like, Metallica's not going to be my number 1. I don't feel like I listened to much Metallica last year.
Interesting.
But apparently I did enough to become number 1 still.
Now, my question is, did you listen to a lot of Metallica at the beginning of the year?
I definitely
Because I think my lineup came from more the beginning of the year than what I've listened to in the last
They did
months.
do the like
the
year. I can't remember what it was. I have a video of it, but like the year of like here's when you listen to it the most. It may have corresponded with the M72 album coming out.
Right.
But there's definitely like times where I'm like, all right, I want to hear Creeping Death, and I'll go back and listen to that. Or like, I haven't really listened to Kill 'Em All in a long time. Let's put that on. So there are times where I listen to Metallica definitely where it's like, oh shit, I haven't heard that in a while. Let's listen to that. Apparently a while for me really isn't that long because they were my number 1 band.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like I've listened to them, at least in the last 4 months, that much.
Okay.
But
that's what I was wondering if it was more in the beginning of the year, because from probably September, October, November, December, like my listening has changed so much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. My number 2 band was Avatar, and that was definitely at the beginning of the year with their new album, The Dirt I'm Buried In, all of that shit coming out. I was super fucking stoked about that, and listened to the fuck ton of Avatar, especially Avatar Country.
Yeah,
my favorite Avatar album. Fucking love that album. I listened to that a lot early in the year. I do remember that for sure. Slipknot kind of surprised me as well. I did not expect them to be number 3 or even on my top 5.
I don't listen to much Slipknot. I like Slipknot a lot, but
same thing.
It's not like something I put on.
Same thing. I don't feel like I put it on that often, but apparently I do.
Interesting.
And then the last one was a bit of a surprise to me too, Mastodon. I really like Mastodon, but I didn't expect to listen to them this much.
I wouldn't expect that to be on your list. More Chemist than Mastodon.
Yeah, for sure. But no, those are my top artists of this year. What did Spotify say your top artists were?
What's my top artist?
It's probably either gonna be Wage War or Slaughter to Prevail.
No, see, and that's what I'm saying. Like in the last couple months, it's changed so much. But Wage War was my number 1.
Okay.
And looking at the whole thing that Spotify did, like how often do you watch or listen to this? Like at the beginning of the year, it was very, very heavy. Around their concert in May, it was really heavy, and then like it kind of just tapered. Kind of just tapered off the rest of the year. Whitechapel is number 2. That doesn't surprise me either.
That doesn't surprise me.
We Came as Romans is on there.
That surprises me a bit. I mean, you are a big fan of metalcore.
Yeah, I like metalcore a lot. And the whole thing with We Came as Romans kind of go. Sorry, let me go through my list and then I'll talk about it. And then Lamb of God. That does not surprise me at all.
I would expect that higher, honestly.
I expect it to be higher as well because I listen to Lamb of God almost every day.
Is that number 4?
That's number 4.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Brand of Sacrifice was number 5.
See, that's weird. I would expect, well, not, if you asked me last year, Disturbed, but you're slowly getting away from Disturbed.
I don't know the last time I listened to Disturbed.
Or Avatar even. But Avatar's not on there. I don't listen
to Avatar either.
Yeah, but I know you're a big Avatar fan.
I love Avatar.
But I would expect Avatar to be on there.
Don't listen to it.
Huh.
So my comment on the We Came as Romans and Brand of Sacrifice. I really enjoy Brand of Sacrifice, but We Came as Romans and Brand of Sacrifice did a what do you call that? Like where you collaborate on Dark Bloom, which is actually a We Came as Romans song, but they have a Dark Bloom with Brand of Sacrifice, and I listen to that song a lot. So that's why I'm wondering why if maybe that's why those two are on there, because maybe like with Spotify algorithm it comes up together.
See, and I was going to bring the algorithm up too with my songs because jumping ahead just a little bit for me, I do have a Slipknot song on my top songs.
Okay.
And that's not a Slipknot song I seek out to put on and listen to. When I do go to Slipknot, this song that's going to be on my top list is one of the ones like, I like it, don't get me wrong, it's a good song, but it's not one where I'm like, I want to hear that. But I think it might be the algorithm, like, you like Slipknot, let's put this on. Everybody who listens to Slipknot listens to this.
Yeah. What's that song? Okay, now go through the songs because I want to know what that song is.
Okay, so Slipknot and Avatar both have top songs. All the other bands, they're in my top songs and top artists.
Okay.
But they all have one representation. The other 3 songs didn't have any representation on my top bands.
Interesting.
First one being Amon Amarth with Put Your Back into the Oar. Fucking love that song. And I did kind of expect that, like Amon Amarth, to be in my top bands because I listened to a fuck ton of Avatar.
Yeah, I figured that one too.
Not Avatar, Amon Amarth.
Yeah, you put Amon Amarth on all the time.
Love Amon Amarth, and I expected that to be like a top band. But for some reason they weren't. I don't understand that.
Interesting.
But Put Your Back into the Oar was my number 1 song. 2, A Conversation with Death by Chemist.
Yes. And that's why I figured Chemist would be...
Fucking love that song.
I just could have, I would have put Chemist in your top artists as well.
Same, for sure.
You listen to Chemist all the time.
And then we get A Statue of the King from Avatar.
That's an interesting
Another song I fucking love.
You like it, I guess. Maybe because that's the one that you go to and then you just listen to everything after that.
So I do listen to that. And then I was like, you know what? I really love this album. Let's go back and listen to the whole album again.
Yeah.
And the album gets over and it's like, I just heard A Statue of the King. Let's go again. You just let it shuffle from that point. Next, the 4th one is Slipknot with Wait and Bleed. I like Wait and Bleed, but it's not one that I go to when I want to hear a Slipknot song.
I don't think I've ever put on Wait and Bleed.
But it's always on shuffle.
Yeah, that's true. I was going to say, if you're on Spotify, I don't think either one of us have either put on I listen to this, so let's...
I want a Slipknot song. Let's do Wait and Bleed.
Yeah.
No, that's not what it goes to.
Interesting.
I don't know. Yeah, I was surprised by that one.
Interesting.
The final song, another Chemist song, 2 Chemist songs. Do you want to take a guess at what this might be?
One that's on the backside of the 7-inch.
Yeah, In the Pines.
In the Pines.
Their new single.
I couldn't remember what it was called.
Holy shit. I honestly expected that to be higher, but I'm glad it was on the list. But yeah, 2 Chemist songs in my top 5.
Yeah, you listen. See, and that's why I figured Chemist would be in your top bands.
But I mean, it is. I do listen to a lot of Chemist, but those are like the 2 songs that I always seek out. I have like a playlist that when I just want to like zone out and just sort of relax and drink some like whiskey or something and just hang out in like a nice summer night. I've got this like really chilled out doom metal playlist, and those 2 songs are on that for sure because it's just it fits that tone or that atmosphere that I'm wanting. Yeah, for sure.
That sound. I'm so interested next year on what happens, but
so what do you have?
Yeah, so my songs totally had to have come from the beginning of this year because I don't listen to Wage War that much, but it's Stitch, Manic, Circle the Drain, and Low, all by Wage War.
In that order?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Listen to other music.
I know. I do all the time now. It had to have come from the beginning of the year. I listen to Wage War 3, 4, 5 times a day.
I would wake up in the morning and I'd hear you out here just like singing those songs. Like, God damn it. Like, I'm not a morning person.
Yeah.
I like to be alone, away from fucking people. I don't like noises. I don't like people talking or fucking singing. So when I wake up to you singing, I was like, God damn it, what the fuck? It does kind of piss me off a little bit, but then it's also sort of like, oh, she's just in her zone doing her thing.
Yeah.
But fuck, shut up. Like, I don't need this right now. I need to.
I haven't done that for a long time.
You haven't, but it was always those songs, and it was at the beginning of the year for sure.
And then the song I already mentioned, Dark Bloom, was number 5.
Weird.
And it has to be it. It isn't Dark Bloom just by We Came as Romans. It's the one where they collaborated. I listen to that song. I swear, I listen to that song all the time.
Huh.
I love it. And I love it with Brand of Sacrifice with like the growls and the drops. And it's just heavier than it is with just We Came as Romans.
Interesting.
That one did not. Dark Bloom did not surprise me. I don't know how the algorithm works because I don't even know how many times I've listened to Demolitioner by Slaughter to Veil in the last couple months. Like, I don't know.
See, and that's the same thing. I'll wake up now to you singing that because it'll just be sitting there and all of a sudden.
I don't sing it. I only say one word.
What is that?
Demolition.
Right. And that's when I'm sleeping and I hear you out here just belt that out. I was like, God damn it. I'm not in the mood for this morning. I just literally woke up and the first word I hear is demolition. It's like, fuck. Anywho.
Any hoodles.
I don't know. I do wonder because when we drive, we listen to music on your phone because you have like the CarPlay on and all that shit. We did do a lot of driving this year.
We did.
And every time we drove, we'd listen to our playlist. And especially early on in the year, those bands, Wage War, they were on the playlist early on, so we got to hear that a lot more than we did. Like Metallica, which got added much later in the year.
That's true. Yeah, and we did a lot of driving at the beginning of the year.
Yep. So and the playlist was smaller, so you have more time to hear those songs.
That's true.
So I think that adds on top of it. But going into our playlist, every time we go to see a show, if we like the headliner or just the band in general.
Yeah, most bands this year we put on the playlist.
I don't think there's a single one we left out, unless there's like maybe one. There was one we left out, and then we talked about it during an episode. And like, you know what? Fuck that. Let's put it back on.
Yeah, I can't remember.
There may have been there was one, I think, Twisted.
We didn't put that on there.
We didn't put that on there. Yeah. Cool performance, cool guys, but wasn't really our style.
We didn't put on there. They were like Bad Omens.
I can't remember, but anywho.
Anyways.
If we like the band, we like the set. Well, just if we like the band, really. We'll find their set on Setlist FM, take it in order, put it on the playlist, and then the next band do the same thing. And if we see the band again, if it's a new song or the same song, we don't put it on. It's only on there once, but that way we have every single song we saw live, at least that we can find with Setlist FM on this playlist. Started doing that last year. And last year, in 2022, we had 56 hours of music in 19 minutes on that playlist.
Total,
yep. Yeah, and that was 793 songs to make up that 56 hours of music.
I thought that was great.
With a unique artist count of 63. So not horrible, really.
No, that's awesome.
Really cool. This year, we doubled that almost with 102 hours and 44 minutes of music.
That is almost exactly double.
Almost. With 1,461 songs on the playlist and 134 unique artists. Caveat about this year, we're recording this just before Christmas on December 23rd. We have one more show this year that we might add some more music to.
Yes.
So even going into our top songs, I think our top, like each category, I think one of them is like top live performance. I don't think this performance we're going to go see is going to be on that list.
No, I don't think so either.
But it could potentially.
Yeah.
So there's that one caveat. We do have one show left. We're recording this before the actual end of the year. So there will be more that get tacked on to this playlist at the end. But
and then the other thing is there's a lot of set lists that we didn't get from like festivals. Mainly festivals. You don't always find the festivals playlist, and you can't necessarily use like their last show because maybe they were the headliner and now they're an opener.
And that's the thing. We want to get like sort of that feel of because there's a difference between a headlining set and an opening set.
Yes, and a headlining, like their tour versus a set festival headlining tour.
Because different time lengths and all of that stuff. So you're right. We are missing some stuff that we would have liked to put on, but we just couldn't because it wasn't on Setlist FM.
Yeah.
And we're not sitting there during the concert writing down notes and whatnot, even if we know what the songs are.
And there's a lot of, or not a lot, but there's some bands that we saw that were like local bands at like
Soundgrowler.
And then the show with Chemist with Mother of Graves, like we didn't get their set list at.
We did, but not from that show. I think I said, fuck it, I love Mother of Graves so much, I'm just going to go get the last show.
Okay.
And we did do that for some of them, honestly, where if we know they're not a headliner and they're not going to be sort of a headliner, we'll go find their previous show.
Okay.
Or not that they're not going to be, but at this stage in their career, they're not a headliner yet. They're still young enough where if you go back and find their earliest one, you kind of know.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I was just making a caveat that we actually saw a lot more music than what's on the set list.
Yep. And we did see some bands multiple times. So they're not on there.
Any hoodles.
Yeah. So let's get into the very first category. What is this one?
This year's best tour names.
Yeah. So this wasn't one we did last year. I thought it was kind of fun because like halfway through the year, you would see really cool tour names, and then you'd see stuff like North America Tour 2023. And that's like, come on, have some fucking, you guys are creative motherfuckers. Let's come up with something creative and fun with your tour name. Please, like, let's have some fun with this.
Right.
So this is us calling out what are the best names. The worst names, obviously, North America 2023. I also think if you just use your album title, like the Dance Devil Dance Tour by Avatar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Monkey, what was the Mosh Pit one? I should know this. Chimp Mosh Pit.
Oh, Chimp Mosh Pit.
They did the Chimp Mosh Pit tour. Like they just took a song.
Sorry, I didn't know you were still talking about Avatar. I thought I was like, what Mosh Pit one did we see?
No, but
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Another good example where, cool, they're not using North America 2023. You're using your album titles, and your song titles, which are creative, but have some more fun. Like take one more step forward and come up with even better names. So that's how I approach this. But what were your top 6 tour names?
My top tour name was North America 2023 tour. I just thought it was funny. And like you said, like by the middle of the year, we were like, how many North America tours have we seen? And I didn't add them up. I should have. But I put it on the list because I thought it was funny.
Okay.
Not that it's creative. It's not creative at all. I just think it's funny.
That so many bands have the exact same tour name of North America 2023.
And maybe it happens all the time and we just didn't realize it because we weren't going to so many shows, or we were only
I think it did, yeah, for sure.
See so many, but anyways, that
was not number 1, but it was in your top 6.
In my top.
Okay.
The next one is Re-Imperia USA, which is the Ghost tour that we saw this year, and we saw the Pre-Imperia tour, we saw the
Imperia
tour, and then we saw the Re-Imperia tour. So next year I hope we see the Post-Imperia tour.
It's not on my list, but it was in contention, like in the race for being added to my list. But because it is, like I said, sort of just using your album name, I was like, no, fuck that. I'm not going to put that on there.
I think I did it different.
But the trilogy aspect of it, of the pre, the Imperia, and then the post, or not post, the Re-Imperia tour, I did like that as an overall thematic for, we're touring this one album multiple times. We're coming to America multiple times, or North America multiple times. let's do it in this sort of similar fashion. I did enjoy that aspect of it.
And then you always had the map of the USA and
for the back of the shirt.
Yeah. The back of the shirt, then I did Freaks on Parade. I just thought that would fit well with Rob Zombie and
that tour
Alice
overall
Cooper.
was it fit that tour perfectly.
Yeah, it fit. The first two, who was with them? Ministry and Filter.
Ministry, Filter, and Alice Cooper.
Yeah, I thought I said Alice Cooper already. That it fit for them, Alice Cooper and
Ministry.
Rob Zombie. No, the name fit for Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie.
Okay.
But maybe a little bit with Ministry, not really, and definitely not with Filter. So I think if they had two other openers that were more freaks, then it would have fit.
Ministry, I get it. They're kind of weirdos.
I get it too.
A little bit. So.
I just feel like there could be some lesser,
more freaky-ish,
lesser known bands that they could have brought with them.
Raven Black would fit really well into that scene. Wednesday 13.
Yeah.
Like those sort of very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very sort of like performance-heavy aspects to the show, not just getting up there.
Yeah, costume and performance-heavy,
I can see that for sure.
Yeah. So that was just my little comment on that. Baby Clock I added just because I think it is good with the two names of Baby Metal and Death Clock. I added the We Want Your Misery tour, which was Atreyu and Memphis May Fire. And I only put that on there, not that it really like fit with their tour. I just think for a metal show, well, it was metalcore, but a metal show, We Want Your Misery is like a good name because it's like we want you to come and let out all your aggression or all your thoughts, or
Yeah, that was definitely one that was in my list toward the top as well, but didn't make the cut. But that was definitely up there when I was going through this. When fuck, where's this fall? I really want this. But I did leave it off. But yeah, interesting.
Yeah. And then the Clash of the Titans tour. I just like that name, the Clash of the Titans.
Was that your last one?
That was my last one. Yeah. The Mega Monsters was like a runner-up for me.
Okay.
I ran out of spots. So.
Yeah. We only had 6. We limited ourselves to 6. Yeah. So I had Clash of the Titans also with Crater, Sepultura, Death Angel, and Spirit World. I liked that name a lot. I liked the imagery they had and the idea of like these two titanic bands coming together, and I don't know, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Along that same imagery and sort of thought was the Mega Monsters tour with Gojira, Mastodon, and Lorna Shore.
See, I should put that instead of the North America tour.
I really liked the Mega Monsters tour. I liked the name of it. Again, it's very similar imagery of robots and kaiju fighting together. And the imagery really
in between the bands, like when they were doing set change and everything, like on the backdrop. That was,
It was a lot of fun. I liked that name and the aesthetics of that. Freaks on Parade 2023, I also had, again, with Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, Ministry, and Filter. To me, Filter is the only one that doesn't fit that freak aspect.
Yeah. And Ministry does. I was just like trying to think if there's other bands that
more freaky.
Yeah, and maybe
more carnival-y, I guess.
More carnival-y, and maybe just leave Ministry there and then take off Filter and put like Raven Black or somebody.
Yeah. I also had Baby Clock tour. I like how this was sort of a co-headlining tour, and this is with Death Clock, Baby Metal, and Jason Richardson. But I liked how you take the two sort of co-headliners, Baby Metal and Death Clock, and sort of just meld those names together, and you get the Baby Clock. Also, just a cool concept of like baby Metalocalypse characters running around and whatnot.
I didn't think about that.
And in my head, that's what it was. Next, I have the last show we just saw, Wild and Swingin' Holiday Party, by Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. The name is just really cool. Wild Swingin' Holiday Party. It fits what they were doing. It was a holiday themed show. It was swing. Wasn't quite so wild.
Not wild at all.
For, people in their 70s, their retirement age, where they got to get back to their homes and, way past their bedtimes. That's as wild as they get.
It was over at 9:20, so.
But I liked that name a lot.
Yeah.
After that, the last show we're going to see this year with Zach Sabbath and the Native Howl, Tour Forever, Forever Tour. I just like that, like up and down sort of Tour Forever, Forever Tour. It's kind of a cool name.
That's interesting. Yeah. And it's good for Zach Sabbath, or for Zach Wild with playing Sabbath songs.
Yeah.
What else is he gonna play?
Probably Sabbath and some Ozzy,
And
I would
some
assume.
Ozzy.
But my guess
Okay.
is heavily Black Sabbath songs.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, those were my best top 6 tour names this year. Again, there were a few, as we talked about, that were sort of in the running but didn't quite make it.
Yeah, I agree with you on the album ones, because when I was reading through the list again, I was like, it's kind of. I mean, I get the whole album thing, like that you would put your album out there, like, hey, we're touring for this album, but you can be a little more creative.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I was like, the Ghost one was sort of in that running for me.
Yeah.
Because it was just the name. But if you take into context all 3 tour names from the previous year and a half, it fit really well. Then, like, I liked the growth of it. And the Post Imperial tour would be kind of a cool, like, here's the 4th time we're doing this type thing.
Right.
Or yeah, I don't know. Kind of cool. The next category we have the best lineups. This isn't necessarily meaning it's the best show. This is when you saw the lineup. This is the show you were, like, really stoked for and super excited for. Yeah. That's how I approached it anyway.
I don't know how I approached it.
I'll start this one off.
Okay.
For me, Headbangers Boat, easily up there. Like, I saw the lineup for that and, like, fuck that, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for this as a whole. After that, Milwaukee Metal Fest. The headliners there were Biohazard, Anthrax, and Lamb of God. We knew very little bands going into this festival. We were just super fucking stoked that it was at the rave, and, like, it's going to be a fucking blast. Let's go have some fun. And Lamb of God's going to be there. I don't know half these other bands, but fuck it. Let's go check it out, learn, find some new music. And it was a fucking amazing time.
Yeah. Probably one of my highlights for the whole year.
After that, in terms of lineups, Re-Imperia tour with Ghost and Amon Amarth. Just those 2 bands by themselves. I love both of them. Co-headlining tour. Fuck, this is going to be awesome. Listen to the episode to see if it was. It wasn't. But yeah, that was one I was super excited for when I saw that lineup. After that, I have Rockfest with Pantera, Slipknot, and Godsmack as the headliners.
Those are great headliners.
And just the other lineup, like the lineup as a whole. Yeah. Like, we got to see Thrash of the Titans, our friends from that band there on the tribute stage. Ginger for the first time, we got to see them. Saul from Iowa, Vended was there.
I wish I was seeing Ghost Inside. We missed them, but they're like a metalcore band.
Yeah, there were so many fucking good bands on this bill, and it should have been an amazing fucking time. And we had some problems.
Yeah. It just wasn't for us.
Yeah. After that, the next sort of one that had like a lineup that spoke to me, M72 with Metallica, Pantera, Mammoth, Five Finger Death Punch, and Ice Nine Kills for the 2 shows. Like, it's two unique shows. But those were we went to both of them. Those were, like, we knew we were going to both of them. Seeing the lineups for all of those, that got me super fucking excited for that. And then my final one, Mega Monsters. Gojira and Mastodon. Fuck yeah, let's go have some fun with this. This is gonna be awesome. And then Lorna Shore. I have no clue who they are.
Lorna Shore just killed it for you, didn't they?
They were awesome. I had no clue who they were going into it. I know you were super excited for it.
To see Lorna Shore.
The crowd was super fucking into it, and I was just sort of like, I don't know who these guys are, but let's go check it out and see what we get. Yeah. And we got something fucking amazing. So, in the end, it was a phenomenal show. But just even Gojira, Mastodon co-headlining shows. Fuck yes, let's go have some fun with this.
Yeah. So I went into my list a little bit different because I went into it with, at the show, it was fucking amazing with the lineup that was there.
Okay.
So, except for Headbangers Boat.
Okay.
Like, that one is, like, they didn't even have to announce a lineup. They could have just been like, we're doing this.
It's Lamb of God with a bunch of other bands. Yeah. Just trust us, it's going to be awesome.
Just show up.
We're going on a boat. We're going to go take over Disney cruises, fucking pirates for 4 days. Let's go have some fun.
Yeah. Like, they didn't even have to give us a lineup, and it would have been amazing. But, so Headbanger Boat's on there. That one's a little bit different because we were super excited going into it. But again, like, there was only probably 4 bands that we even knew going into. 5 bands maybe that we knew. No, but I guess like 6 or 7.
So Dying Wish was one of those ones we walked in like, oh, we don't know this
and then as soon as they took the stage.
And then they took the stage and you're like, wait, they were at Milwaukee Metal Fest and they were fucking awesome there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we knew about half the bands on that. Chemist. So going into Chemist.
Okay.
With Mother of Graves, Wake, and Conjure. So we had seen Wake
last year
at Denver Beer Metal Fest. And then Conjure, we didn't really know who they were, but in my mind I was like, oh, it's Chemist, so it's probably going to be, kind of like doomy, that sort of thing. But then as the surprise, why this made the list probably more than anything was we got Mother of Graves, and we didn't know that. And they're like they're a band from Indiana, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So we didn't know anything about them. It starts off with a keyboard and his vocals, and it just killed the show. Like, I didn't care if we even saw Chemist that night. I was like...
It didn't kill the show. They killed.
They killed the show, yes. Yeah, sorry.
They were fucking awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Did that come off wrong?
I don't know. I think it comes off either way.
Okay.
But the point is, they were fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. It was one of those bands that we saw, and, like, we just fell in love, like, right away. We were like, we have to see them again, which we did at Denver Beer Metal Fest this year.
Yes, we did.
So, yeah. And then the Avatar show with Veil Maya and Orbit Culture. Never seen Veil Maya or Orbit Culture. Like, just the whole night, it just went straight up. Like, the whole night was just fantastic seeing both of those bands. So, that's why that came on this list. Ailstorm with Glory Hammer and Lutharo. It was a concert that you thought I would hate.
Yes.
And that I would just be grumpy and, like, want to leave the whole time. And I had a fucking blast at the whole thing. Like, it was so much fun. And I think that's where my whole list is coming from, is more like, was it a great show sort of thing, more than I was super excited going into it.
Okay, see, I took it more of like before going into the show, what were you the most excited for? Because at the end of this, we have a category for top actual shows of the year.
Well, yeah, but those are totally different than these
I
shows.
get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
This
or they
just a
could be
lineup.
different.
Yeah.
But I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like how the lineups came together. Was it a good show?
That's an overall
good
cohesive.
Lineup. Yeah. When we saw Helveti with Omnium Gatherum and Seven Spires, that's another show that I didn't know the bands really. Not really. I didn't know the bands at all. But just how the sound all came together. Like Seven Spires is like a band from Boston.
Yeah, I think they're from Boston.
Omnium Gatherum from...
Are they Sweden?
No, they're... what's next to Sweden? Finnish, yes. From Finland. And then Helveti, a Swiss metal folk band.
Are they Swiss? I don't know where they're from. Anyway, but yeah, they're... Yeah. So
anyways, just it was a good lineup altogether. Like different sounding music.
And one of the singers for Helveti couldn't be there, so the other lead singers for the other bands stepped in for his vocal parts from time to time. And I do agree, that was a blast of a show.
Yeah. My final one was Whitechapel with Arcspire, Signs of the Swarm, and Enthos. I had wanted to see Enthos for a long time. I found her on Instagram, and I was just like, I want to see her. Whitechapel, obviously. I mean, there's one of my top artists. And then Signs of the Swarm and Arcspire just were fabulous as well. So
nice.
Yeah, great. Those are great lineups in my opinion.
We took it two different approaches, but I think it worked out fine either way.
You didn't explain the list to me. You just gave me the list.
I did just give you the list, right? We talked about this like half a year ago, and then that I maybe forgot. You forgot. I don't know. But anywho, that was category number 2.
Otherwise, it would have been Wage War. Anything with Lamb of God. I think it would have changed. My whole list, but.
Going into category number 3, I think I'll lead this one off as well, because I think we talked about this ahead of time, and you struggled a little bit with this, and maybe some of my items will jog your memory.
You go first and see if it jogs my memory on anything that we got.
But category 3 is our favorite tour merch that we picked up. So yeah, we'll just jump right into it. And my first one was the Rockfest poster / banner thing they had. Okay. It wasn't really a poster. It was like this outdoor, because it's a camping festival.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that it's like this outdoor banner thing you can hang from like your camper or whatnot. And it has all the bands listed. It was kind of unique, so I liked that aspect of it. But I think the main thing I liked is our friends at Thrash of the Titans are listed on there.
Yeah.
And having a poster with a big festival with their names on it was like, oh shit, that's so fucking cool.
That's true. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So like that's on there mainly because of that reason.
Yeah.
So that's on there for me. I'll save this next one for last because honestly, what I have listed as number 2 is number 1.
Okay.
Flat out for me. favorite merch item. But the next one I'm going to talk about is the M72 Detroit pop-up shop poster.
Pop-up shop, okay.
We did get the show posters. That's not on my list. I did like the show posters a lot. A bit of a hassle getting them at times, but whatever. We got them. We were happy with them. But the show poster is really cool. I thought there were going to be a lot of them. I thought
the shop poster.
The pop-up shop, yeah. I thought it was going to be easy to get, but apparently it's not. You got up and went and stood in line for us to get it early in the morning.
Yep.
Just that whole thought of like you going out and doing that. I had to work and do shit like that. You got to meet some cool people, talk to some cool people. I don't know, just it's kind of cool. It has a story behind it other than I just stood in line and got a poster.
Yeah.
So I like that aspect of it. Next for me, patches.
Okay.
Patches. Doesn't matter. A band, you have patches. I fucking love them.
Yeah.
I want patches. Let's keep putting them out there.
Yeah, you've really stepped up your patch game this year. So.
Yeah. Next, I have Headbanger's Boat tattoo poster.
Oh, okay.
So they had their normal poster, which is just sort of the normal
like the flyer
imagery and whatnot you see on their website and whatnot with all the bands. It's really cool. It's fine. Whatever. It's not unique. This has nothing listed other than I think the Headbanger's Boat and like the tour dates or something like that, and like no other sort of verbiage on the poster, but a fuck ton of little images. And as you look at the images, you're like, oh wait, that's Lamb of God. Oh wait, that's Shadows Fall. Oh wait. So like everybody's represented on this poster.
Yeah. In tattoo photo. Just like sticker tattoo type thing.
Yeah, like the old school, if you went into a tattoo parlor and you saw like, here's what you can get done on the wall.
Like the hearts and like shit like that.
Like old school sailor type.
Yeah.
I guess that's like American style tattooing. I don't know what style it is, but yeah. I really like that poster because of that reason. You probably won't get that framed for a very long time, but I do like that poster quite a bit. Next, I have Shadows Fall MKE show shirt.
Oh, yeah.
At Milwaukee Metal Fest, they had unique shirts for a lot of the bands. Not all bands, but some of the bands, and it was for that particular show. Shadows Fall had one, and it's so fucking Milwaukee themed of like a buck and then like this the Grim Reaper riding it with a thing of beer. Like I don't know. It's very cool.
It says like Milwaukee like in the text, right?
Yes, yep.
Like Milwaukee, yeah.
So it was my first Shadows Fall shirt too, ever, even from back in the day in high school. Super glad those guys are back, and my first Shadows Fall tour shirt. So I was super happy with that. The final item, the one that would easily be number one for me. Anybody at merch who had a wheel. Spin the wheel. Give me $10 and spin this wheel and win some random ass shit ass prize. I did like 4 times at Avatar and got a patch every single time. I do wish they had sort of a trade up type.
Yeah.
Anything with a green sticker, you can trade 3 of those for 1 orange sticker, or 3 orange stickers for 1 red stickered item, and work your way up to a drum head. And if you end up doing that, the drum head would probably be, $100, but you'd end up spending $200 on the wheel spins.
Yeah,
I would gladly spend $200 on a wheel spin to try to win a drum head.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, the wheel spins are my favorite for sure.
Yeah, you did get, I know you got like Lines of Loyalty bumper sticker.
Yeah, it's on my water bottle now.
I was like, we did not put that on our car.
Not my favorite band by any means, but they had a wheel.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't going to buy a shirt because they were fine, but you had a wheel. So I'm spinning that fucking wheel. But what did you have for merch?
I struggled with this, as you already said. I just couldn't, I was trying to think about shirts, and I wanted to make a funny and put all my long sleeve shirts that I bought, because I only bought long sleeve shirts, and then when it's warm out, I have no shirts to wear.
90% of the shirts you buy are the long sleeve ones. You're like, I like those ones the most. But then summer rolls around, it's like, I have no shirts to wear. And it's like, well, that's your own fucking problem. I told you to get a short sleeve.
Next year,
how many Whitechapel long sleeves do you have?
2.
Get 1 long sleeve next time.
Of Whitechapel?
Anywho.
Any hoodles. I also put the Metallica posters. I just put them as a whole. Our experience of getting them is memorable. They all have different, where I got up early to get the pop-up shop. The hectic trying to get into the stadium to buy a poster on night 1. The ridiculously bullshit way that they did merch on night 2.
For the night 2 poster.
Yeah. So I just put the posters. They just have a good memory for us, and I like the images on both of them.
Yeah.
I really like the faces on the concert posters, how they go together, kind of like the you see them in restaurants all the time of like the guy and girl like drinking.
Yeah, sitting at the bar.
Yeah. Then we didn't buy it. Well, I guess we kind of bought it, but the Lamb of God freebies on the boat. So we got like, we got flags, and we got patches, and we got koozies. Is that everything?
It might be about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I think it was supposed to be 3 days, so 3 freebies. But it was just unexpected. First of all, like we didn't know that we were getting freebies, and then it was just kind of fun to be like, what's in our room?
So, like I said, patches were on my list, and I wanted to get a Headbangers boat patch because the vest I ended up making was because somebody had a 70,000 ton patch on their battle vest. And I was like, well, I'm going to get a Headbanger boat one because that's going to top off the vest I built or made for this particular show or tour, and not tour, cruise and whatnot, right? But they didn't have any in the merch shop, and I was kind of pissed. Like, what the fuck? This is it's such an easy thing to make. How do you guys not know this?
Yeah.
A couple days later, they missed our room right away.
Yeah.
And had to come back later with a note saying like, sorry, I forgot to drop this off.
Well, it wasn't a note. It was, he handed them to me. Like,
oh, did he?
Oh, I missed your room.
Oh, okay.
So he might have missed like our whole hallway or something.
Maybe.
I'm not sure, but yeah.
But then we had the patches like, oh shit, fuck, this is awesome.
Yeah.
We got them for free. I didn't have to buy them. I would have gladly paid money for this.
Yeah.
But thank you for giving them to me for free.
Yeah. See, and in my mind, it's
free in quotes.
Free. Yeah. In my mind, it's free too because we didn't actually spend money on it, but we spent a lot of money on
the cruise. Yeah.
So the next I have on the list is the Chemist poster that we got at Denver Beer and Metal Fest.
Yeah, that was really cool to get.
Yeah. Or Metal and Beer Fest. Sorry, I think I said it wrong.
I always say beer and metal, but I think I say it wrong.
Yeah. So it was really cool because this is the poster from when we saw them at Reggie's earlier this year in April.
Yep.
On their tour, and we couldn't get a poster there because they were for VIP only.
Yes.
And they had the same poster at the Decibel Metal and Beer Fest. Not for that show, but for the tour. And at the same time, Phil was at the
their lead singer.
Their lead singer was at the merch stand, and that's just kind of cool to see. Even though you kind of just said like, "See you later" or "See you around."
I did say "see you around." Yeah.
We're gonna get better at that in 2024.
Hopefully we will. Yeah. Just talking to people and just being like, "Hey, thanks for the awesome music and shit like that." Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. It was just cool that you got the poster after not getting one at the tour. So.
When we get it framed, we'll do a 666 on it. It's going to be a long ass time before we get it finally framed. But there is a little section at the bottom that's just sort of the white square, which we assume is for the band to sign when you do like the meet and greet VIP package when you got the poster on the tour. But because these are the extras, they didn't have them signed. And I don't know. It is kind of it's a weird thing to have on there, but it's also kind of like, oh, that's probably what this was all about. But yeah.
Again, it's kind of like a cool story, I guess, more than anything. And then my last thing that I don't have 6, but the last one that I put was the Word Alive albums. They played with Pop Evil, and it was kind of like just a memorable night all around, like seeing Pop Evil, and I really liked the Word Alive, and we just went and got the albums. I don't know. It was just like a memorable thing.
I do remember you really liking their set and being like, I want to go get those albums. So then we went back up and grabbed the albums in between sets.
Yeah. And I thought about ordering them online or whatever, but I'm like, why don't I just get them here? Yeah. I think I need to be better at that, at getting the merch.
Yeah.
Just at the show or like the album at the show or something if I really enjoy it. Maybe after the show's over just so I don't have to hold it the whole time. But
then you risk somebody else like taking them all because they don't have like, or they're not guaranteed to have a lot. Right.
Yeah. But I mean, we did it at Whitechapel last year, and this year we did the Word Alive, and it wasn't really that bad to hold on to them. So
no, not at all.
Anyways, 2 more things that I bought. My Whitechapel shirts, my long sleeve shirts. One more thing.
Oh, you need one more thing still?
Yeah.
I don't know. We might not keep this on next year. Next year we might just change it to regular merch in general that we picked up
all year. Yeah.
I think the point was to like, when you're at a show, buy merch from the band there.
Yeah.
Although that might be changing due to venues taking cuts. I think one of my goals for next year will be talk to the vendors at merch and just say like, are you taking a cut from the band for this? And if the answer is yes, peace. I'm not gonna buy it then. I don't care that much for you to pay you instead of the band. Like,
so I have different thoughts on buy the merch, but then give a cash tip or something.
But again, those aren't they might not be band employees. They might be.
I guess it depends on the venue. Yeah. Because like generally like at
each venue is going to be different.
Different venues. So.
But that's a whole different topic. Our next topic for this, though, is item number 4, which is our favorite new bands this year that we found out about.
Okay.
I'll let you lead this and
sure.
tell me what your favorite bands were, because I think they're going to be a lot different than mine.
Probably. First on my list is Brand of Sacrifice. We saw them with We Came as Romans. I've talked about them a lot. They were on my top list and everything, or my top Spotify list. Mother of Graves is on there. We talked about them already. The doom metal from Indiana. After the Burial, we first saw them with Spirit Box this year. I did the no, sorry, that's not the one. Yeah, After the Burial, saw them with Spirit Box, and then we saw them again.
They were at Milwaukee Metal Fest.
No,
they were last year. Yeah.
Okay.
They were Spirit Box, After the Burial, Milwaukee Metal Fest, and there was one place else, I think, right?
Yeah. White, Motionless in White had After the Burial with them.
Oh, they did. Yes.
Sorry, I knew that we saw them twice, and they're going to be on the boat next year, so it's going to be fucking amazing. I put Lorna Shore on here. We've never seen Lorna Shore, but I knew of a couple songs from Lorna Shore. But I put them on here anyways because I was super excited to see them. So now they're on my top list. Orbit Culture, I added. So they were with Avatar the first time we saw them. But then the biggest memory that I have is they played at the Rave the same night as Atreyu and Memphis Mayfire concert. And we really badly wanted to go upstairs and see them, but we had paid to see Atreyu and Memphis Mayfire and did not give them money, so we didn't do that whole thing. It's all in the episode, but I really want to see them again.
Yeah.
I think we are next year, but...
I think we are too, yeah.
And then I added Of Mice and Men.
Okay.
Which we had seen Of Mice and Men. We walked into them at 2016 Open Air.
Yes.
I don't remember them at all, except for walking in. That was the band that we walked in on.
Yeah, I really don't remember them either, but I know we have seen them in the past for sure. So I think that's fine because it's one of those ones like, I've seen you, but I don't remember it that well.
Yeah.
So this is like my first time again.
I don't listen to them.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I really enjoyed that show when we saw them. So
Nice.
What's your list?
Good list. Did we see all of those bands this year?
Yeah.
Live? Okay.
Yeah.
Last year for me, I think all of my new bands were also bands we saw live for the first time. Yeah. This year I have one that's not, that I just sort of found out through listening on Spotify Shuffle, basically.
Okay. Awesome. I should do that more. I've listened to Shuffle a lot, but I don't think of those bands. I think of what we've seen. Yeah.
And I also put this in the order of when I found out about them.
Oh, okay.
Generally. So it's sort of going in chronological order here.
Okay.
First one being Seven Spires. That was at that Helveti show that we saw.
Yes. Yeah.
Loved them so fucking much. I have listened to them since on Spotify, again, on the playlist and just in general, like throughout the year, right? They didn't come off as heavy on Spotify as they did in person.
In person, yeah.
I remember seeing them in person at that show being like, holy fuck, they are heavy. But what I listen to on Spotify isn't always as heavy. So maybe, once again, it just goes to, we have to pick certain songs for the particular show we're going to be at. In any case, I like their music. I like their performance. I want to see them again. They're going to be awesome. All these bands I want to fucking see. So, yeah. Next, Mother of Graves. Also, they came out. I love Chemist. That show was awesome. And I think Mother of Graves was the best thing or the second or third best thing of that show, I think.
Yeah, I would agree.
They were fucking phenomenal. I love them so much. Dying Wish is next. Saw them at Milwaukee Metal Fest, like we talked about. And I really enjoyed their set there. I don't think you were super keen or super big on to them at the time.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember seeing it, but I think I was like more like, okay, let's move on to.
We were a bit tired and we're just sort of like hanging out and whatnot.
Yeah.
In any case,
we're not driving to Milwaukee Metal Fest.
Yes. Bunch of issues there. But I do remember seeing that and like, holy shit, this is awesome. I like these people. This is an awesome show. I hate saying band. These guys because their lead singer is a female. So like,
hey, this band.
I need to. I'm trying to work on gender neutral shit and whatnot. Anywho, this band's fucking awesome. Then we saw them again on the boat. We only got to see one set of theirs on the boat, unfortunately, due to like trying to see every set once.
Yeah.
At least once. And this was one of them that we only got to see once. Better than Lacuna Coil that we didn't see, unfortunately. Yeah. But we got to see them again, and it jogged my memory. I was like, holy, wait, what the fuck? This is Milwaukee Metal Fest band, right? Fucking killed that set too. They were fucking phenomenal. I like it so much. I can't wait to see them again. Next, I have Paradise Lost. Very doomy. This is the one that sort of came up on Spotify Shuffle.
Okay.
It's now on that playlist I talked about earlier of just like I want to zone out and just sort of relax.
I guess I don't know Paradise Lost.
Really cool band. I want to see them again. I think they're over in Europe somewhere. They stay in Europe. I don't know if they come over to the States that often, but Paradise Lost was an awesome band. Apparently they've been around for fucking ever too.
Probably all these bands.
Probably.
Have been forever.
Next I have Bleed From Within.
Oh shit.
Saw their set on the boat.
Yeah.
They're the ones that did the Slipknot cover.
Yeah.
And People Equal Shit. And it was so much fun. They were awesome.
With Slipknot next
year. That would be awesome to see.
Yeah.
They were up there
I totally forgot about that. Can I change? I don't know who I would take off though.
And then my final band, one that I don't think you're super keen on, but I'm very keen on it, and that is The Keening.
Not my thing.
Love this band. I found out about them at Denver Metal and Beer Festival.
Yes,
I had to struggle there.
Good job.
They stole the show there for me too. Fucking phenomenal band right there.
Yeah, that's one that they're right there with Baroness. You can go see them.
Yeah. You'll go with me, hopefully. You didn't go to Baroness this year.
I was sick.
Sure. But yeah, those are my top 6 new bands this year.
Yeah. I want to take off of Mice and Men and put Bleed From Within. I totally did not think. Oh my God, they were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I will. I already did the list.
You have 6. Like, there's going to be shit you miss, right?
I know. It's hard.
And like I said, 5 out of my 6 bands all seen live for the first time and discovering them live. Like, you want to find new music, go check out a show that you don't know the bands.
Yeah, we're going to do that next year. We're going to just check out shows that are like, I don't even fucking know who one person is.
Going to find some shit you like, going to find some shit you don't like, but you're going to find out new music. It's going to be fun. At least for us anyway. You should try it too. Our next topic, the top new songs this year. I think this was another one you struggled with. I did a little bit too where I didn't know. I think last year we did this and the thought was new songs that came out this year. The point being, you need to check out new things. There's always new music coming out. Find out what's coming out new this year. I did add one song from Paradise Lost on my list, which is Darker Thoughts. That's that one song that's on that playlist that it fits so well. It's awesome. It gets me in that mood of just like zone out and just sort of relax.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a new song. It's been around for a while, but that's a new song for me of like, I love it. It's cool. Another new song for me, In the Pines, one of my top songs this year.
Yeah.
By Kimmis.
That came out this year too?
Yep.
That was hard for me. I don't know if these songs came out this year or not.
Next on my list is a Slipknot song, Yin, on their new album. I loved that song so much. It's one of my top songs on that album. I really love that album from Slipknot. Their new one.
Maybe that's how you got Slipknot on your top songs list.
It could be, but
but that's not the song.
It's not the song, right?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I know a lot of people weren't super big on their new album, The End So Far, I think is what it is. I say that as like I'm telling you it's one of my favorites.
You don't know the name.
But yeah, it's The End So Far. I know, like.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Anywho.
Well, sometimes you and I call things the wrong name.
Yeah, it's this name to us.
Yeah.
But Yin is awesome too. Where the Shadows Adorn by Mother of Graves. That's that first track with the piano and those vocals that come in, and then the heavy, deep, like guitar and drums and bass and everything comes on top of it. It's such a great fucking song.
Right.
A great way to open a set.
Did not come out this year, but
yes, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's where I really struggled.
The Dirt I'm Buried In by Avatar. Mm-hmm. That came out and I hated it. And then I loved it. And now I'm sort of back on the I hate it. Mainly because I hear it on the radio. And which is great. Like, hopefully this takes Avatar to the next level. They can stop playing House of Blues here in the Chicago area. They can go to larger venues and more people will come out. I don't think they're that big yet, but
I mean, just something better than House of Blues.
Right. Like Aragon.
They could do like Wintrust Arena.
I don't think they can sell that out yet.
Really?
No. It'd be like the Aragon or the Radius down here.
They'd be fun at the Radius.
That would be a lot of fun. But hopefully this song helps them get there. But being on the radio, it's one of those like, oh my God, they're awesome type things. You hear it when we went back to Iowa, we heard it on the radio. And it's like, that's awesome. But they do have better, heavier music out there, guys. Play some of that. Bloody Angel, Hail the Apocalypse. Let's have some fun with this. But it's great to see that they're on the radio. But now I'm sort of like in that jaded mind of like, there's better music of theirs out there. Listen to the better stuff.
Yeah. And true Avatar fans from the beginning would be like, listen to the first 3 albums.
Right, exactly. To the new shit. And then we're on the new shit train. Yeah. Again, my favorite album of theirs is Avatar Country.
I know.
The majority of people fucking hate that album.
Oh, people hate that so much.
But anyway, The Dirt I'm Buried In. My final song isn't a song per se. It's a genre of songs or a subgenre that I've recently discovered, and that is Metal Xmas music. I knew of Twisted Sister's Xmas album, played it on Spotify, then started shuffling, and then it's like Rob Halford has Christmas music. Corey Taylor has a Christmas song that came out, I think, like last year or a year before, and as soon as it came out, I was like, holy shit, I forgot that was Corey Taylor's song who did that. Limmy's got a song. There's so much metal music out there that's Christmas music. AC/DC's got a Christmas song.
Of course they do.
So it's like I'm super fucking cool, and I'm loving that's a weird way to say.
Oh no, you have enjoyed that a lot this Christmas.
So
I've enjoyed it too because I like Christmas songs. I just don't want to listen to that sound of music that often.
It's fun once or twice, but not for an entire month.
Yeah.
Adding the heavier beats and heavier riffs and whatnot on top of it is fucking awesome.
It just makes it sound more enjoyable to me.
But those were my top new songs this year.
Okay.
How about you? How many do you have?
I have 6 now because you gave me one.
Shit, all right.
I forgot about The Dirt I Buried In. I love that song. I don't know how I forgot that when I was making this list.
Also not sure if that came out this year or late last year.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember.
But I'm tacking it on this year. The album came out this year, so fuck it.
Yeah, who cares? Then I have Demolitioner, which did not come out. It came out in 2019, I think.
But a song you found out about this year.
2021, maybe. But yeah, so Slaughter to Prevail, Demolitioner. We already talked about it. I fucking love that song. I can't wait to see it live next year. Again, this, I don't think it was this year. I think it was last year, but Dark Bloom with Brand of Sacrifice. I already talked about it. So it's Dark Bloom by We Came as Romans with Brand of Sacrifice collaborating. Fucking love that song. Dance Devil Dance. I love that song.
I was not a fan of that song.
Circle, turn yourself around.
See, that's the whole thing with that album. I don't like it, but I love it at the same time. It's one of the albums that grew on me this year for sure.
Yeah.
Where when it came out, I was like, there's nothing really good on this. Like, there's stuff that's okay. And the more I listen to it, it's like, I love this fucking shit so much. It's weird.
Yeah. So the next one was, I think, from late 1999 or 2000. Not sure. Maybe 2024. Can't remember. But Lost by Linkin Park.
Oh, that new demo thing they released.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that song, oh my gosh. So awesome to hear music. And I hope they release more stuff that they have recorded that never got released. And then finally, I have If Darkness Had a Sun.
Oh, Metallica.
M72.
You do like that song a lot. I really like
that song a lot. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't like the M72 album at all. Not really.
Not really.
But that song I really like. I don't know. It's catchy.
Fair.
Did I do okay?
You did fine. Yeah, that was perfect fine.
Next one, not so well.
All right, let's get into that. The next one. You want me to go first?
Yes.
All right.
Well, no, I can go first and then.
Let's do it. The next topic 6. Top new albums this year. Or maybe not this year. I have stuff that came out this year. I tried to stick to that came out this year. What are your top 6 albums?
Okay. I have 3.
All right, let's hear.
Dance Devil Dance.
Okay.
Slaughter to Prevail, Live in Moscow. There. I got it for this year.
Okay.
So that was a Record Store Day
release
in November. And then the re-release of Meteora.
The Linkin Park.
Yeah.
The reissue of it. Basically.
Re-release?
Well, same thing, like re-release.
Reissue.
This is basically the this is 20th anniversary version of the album with some extra tracks.
Does that count?
Sure. We can throw that 20-year-old album on here too.
Well, I'm glad that you got that in for me.
Sure.
I'm just so bad at albums. I even tried to Google like a list of albums that came out this year. Like I'm not an album person.
See, I am.
But when I looked at the list, there are a lot out there, and I want to go through the list and like buy them all.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, holy shit,
like,
that's new.
In Flames had one that came out.
I know. I saw that on the list.
I listened to it once and I liked it a lot. I've listened to like other tracks from it throughout the year as well. But it's not one that like, oh yeah, there's that. Ghost had one that came out, like with their cover album.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Wasn't really a big fan of that in general. So that's definitely not on my list. But there's ones where they'll come out and it's like, oh, I want to listen to that. I'll listen to it once, and then I won't go back to it. I'll go back to the same old rut of, let's listen to Metallica, because apparently I do that a lot. So
yeah,
I think that's where I kind of fall in the line of, unless it's an album I absolutely cannot, like, just I absolutely love, then I'll play it on repeat. But I also try not to do that because I don't want to burn myself out on it.
Yeah. You are more of a, I'm going to listen to a whole album person.
I do, yeah.
And I don't. I just...
Getting them on vinyl really helps with that for me, because I don't like skipping. It's hard to skip between tracks, so I just put it on and listen to it. The problem there is it then becomes background noise for us while we're doing other things.
Yeah, we don't necessarily pay attention to it that much.
A good example of this is The End So Far by Slipknot. That's on my list of top albums this year.
I could have put that on there.
I love that album. It was really good. It was really adventurous. I like what they were doing with their, like, just all the creepy, eerie sounds leading into, like, it ushered in a new era, I think, for Slipknot and where they're going. And I think it's fine for bands to come in here and fuck around and just experiment and have fun. Like, please. You're going to either find something that's really great, or you're going to find something that's really shitty, like Saint Anger, which then, over time, it's not as shitty as we all thought, type thing, you know? It's still pretty shitty, but maybe it's not as shitty.
That was released last year.
Was it?
Yeah, 2022. September 30th, 2022.
Fuck.
I thought it was.
All right, well, I fucked up there. I thought that was this year.
Yeah. So Yen on your list. Gosh.
God damn it. What the fuck?
Take out your whole list.
God,
disqualified.
I do feel kind of stupid now, but we'll skip over that one.
We got probably one of them this year because I think we have 3 copies of it.
You know what? Fuck it. That's still on my list of best albums this year.
It's okay.
It crossed over from last year to this year.
It's okay.
Next, I have Stone by Baroness.
Oh, okay. You love Baroness. Yeah.
I do love Baroness. That's a fun album. But again, that's one of the ones where I'll listen to on vinyl when we're doing, background noise type stuff. Next, I have M72 by Metallica.
You did put that on there.
I did put that on there. I'm with you. I don't think it's that great of an album. To me, it's more of a continuation of Hardwired.
Okay.
Which I'm not the biggest fan of either. I really liked Death Magnetic, and then Hardwired just sort of like, it was fine, but I say that, but I'll listen to the song, it's like, oh, I really like this song.
Yeah.
It's weird. I like Death Magnetic more. I feel Hardwired's just sort of mediocre. It's fine. It's great. They have some good tracks, but nothing that I'm going to seek out that often. And then this was just sort of a continuation of that, and Metallica is my favorite band. They can do no wrong in my eyes.
That's true.
So it's not my favorite of their albums. It's still a fine album, and I'm glad they're still making music, because someday they won't be, and I'd rather have this than not. That's
true. Yeah, I kind of felt like M72 is like we have to put something out, so let's just push this out.
Yeah, it took a while to get out, but
I know
they are slow at making music and whatnot. So
I don't know. It wasn't my favorite, but again, yeah. It's okay.
One that did come out this year in September of this year, I believe, or October, late this year, Little Bird by The Keening. I fucking love this album. I will listen to it nonstop, over and over and over. I had to stop myself again because I don't want to get burnt out on it. So I haven't listened to it in a few weeks, but I don't want to get burnt out. I like that a lot. Next, I also have Dance Devil Dance. Even though I said it came out and we listened to it and I was like, this isn't that good. They have better music out there. I do think that. The more I listen to it, the more it grows on me, the more I enjoy it. And now I'm at the stage of... Cat woke up.
Sorry, yeah. He's
ready for dinner at an hour before dinner. But anyway, it's growing on me. Yeah. And the more I listen to, the more I enjoy it.
The Dance Devil Dance album has lots of catchy lyrics.
Yeah.
Which helps enjoy the album.
Yeah.
A lot, so
my final one, I did struggle with this too, trying to find 6 albums because again, like I said, a band came out with an album. I listened to it. It's cool. I like it, but I don't really go back and listen to it that often.
Yeah, I need to work on that.
Godsmack, I think, was another band that came out with an album. I listened to it and was like, this isn't horrible. I enjoy this quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
But I haven't listened to it again since. But my final one is CMF2 by Corey Taylor.
Yeah.
I enjoy this one a lot. It has to me, it feels more cohesive than the first album.
See, I like the first album, how it was just like, fuck it.
I like that too.
Everything.
I do enjoy that too, but this one definitely feels more cohesive.
Yeah, it does.
And it's still just more Corey Taylor music, so it's awesome to see. And it let us see our first Corey Taylor show too. So
yeah, that's true.
That was great.
I don't know. Next year, I'm gonna do a lot better, I think, at watching when bands release stuff and either listening to it on Spotify, but more I would like to purchase the album when it comes out.
Yeah.
And then like really listen to it and
Yep.
You know, not just be like, you release something, but I'm still going to listen to your stuff that you've had out for 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still going to listen to that too, but I'm really bad at not listening to the new stuff.
Yeah, same. All right, cool. That was category 6 with the top albums of this year plus one from last year.
Do you want to do the next one? Because I must have skipped over this one.
The things we missed out on?
Yeah.
You did not do that?
I have 0 things entered.
Oh, well, fuck. Actually, let's take a quick little break and deal with this kitty cat, and then we'll be back. All right, hopefully the cat is taken care of, and we are back for number 7, which is the things we missed out on this year.
Yes.
This could be shows, this could be events, this could be anything that we missed out on that we wanted to do that we just couldn't do, either because of scheduling conflicts or it's a travel show and you just can't travel to every single show. You know, things like that you just you missed out on that, and we wish we could have had all the resources in the world to do it, but we don't. So
yeah,
part of life, you just have to make decisions and run with it. So number 1 for me is any Dresden Dolls show.
Yeah.
They announced early on they were going to do a handful of shows. And I think they said like 4 shows. We're doing 4 shows this year, and that's it.
Oh, really? I thought it was more than that.
I think initially they said just 4. They tacked on a few more here and there. They've got a New Year's show coming up at
I saw that.
New York, Woodstock, New York, I think. They did one there last year too, I think. They had one in New Orleans, which would have been awesome to go to. That would have been a phenomenal show.
Sound for New Orleans.
It fits really well with the city, the music scene. Like, it would be fucking phenomenal to go there. That's the one I wanted to go to the most. But again, it was a travel show. We can't make that. Then, as I said, they tacked on other shows. One of those other shows happened to be Riot Fest. We had a scheduling conflict that time because we had our friends come into town. We went to go see Danzig instead. It was the same night. We couldn't do both.
Yeah. We just didn't realize the calendar.
I'm glad we did with our friends and saw that. I would choose that over seeing Dresden Dolls any day, just spending time with friends and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, that show was fucking amazing. So
it was also amazing, yes. But even if it wasn't, and the friends were coming into town, all right, I guess I'm gonna skip Dresden Dolls to see Friends. I'm fine with that. That's cool.
You said that as I guess I'll see
I did,
Friends.
but I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, I know.
In any case, we missed out on the Dresden Doll show. That kind of sucked. Not sucked, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
M72 Takeover show. Bastard Dan.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be Odo and Bastard Dan. Odo dropped out. We got tickets to this and the Damaged Justice show. They were both at the same time. Initially, I swear to fucking God, they weren't at the same time.
I have the email. Yeah.
So
it was 10 a.m.
I was like, we can do the 10 a.m. show, then we can do the night show. They're doing this so people can go to both shows, support smaller bands coming up. That's why they're doing this.
Have a full day of music. That's what I thought.
It's going to be fucking awesome. Sweet, let's do it. Bastard Dan, that show was in the burbs, so we didn't want to drive out there.
It was also at 7 o'clock.
Same time as the other one. So we went with the Damaged Justice, and we didn't.
No, Damaged Inc.
Damn it.
The Chicago one is Damaged Justice.
Yes. Damaged Inc., Motor Breath, and there was one other one, wasn't there?
It was supposed to be Sandman.
Oh, but they weren't there.
They weren't there either, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were on the flyer as well.
In any case, we missed out on Bastard Dan. I would have liked to see that set. Maybe next year when they come into Chicago and they do rotating, city takeover, they're there also.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Or somebody else. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we missed out on that. That was one thing I was upset about. Pantera at Rockfest.
Yeah.
A big rainstorm moved in. Pantera was still going to take the stage, but it was going to be later in the evening. We were tired. We wanted to like just relax and go sleep in our hotel, which was another 20-minute drive from Rockfest. A lot of shit, going on with Rockfest that we weren't very happy with, the driving out there. But again, it's a camping festival, so it kind of makes sense. Just for us, it didn't work out, and we missed it, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was one thing that we missed out that I wish we would have seen. Along those lines, we were only at Rockfest as the Thrash of the Titans. But we didn't see a Thrash of the Titans set, like a show, like their own show.
Yeah,
we saw them at the festival, which was awesome. They had 3 sets, which basically put their whole show on over 3 sets that day.
Yeah.
But we didn't get to go and see them in Iowa somewhere, or just anywhere, really.
Yeah. We'll have to try to do that next year.
Yeah, I wish we would have seen that. So that's one thing that we missed out on.
Yeah.
Back to Metallica, M72 midnight release of their album.
Oh, yeah. So that's what you mean by events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Reckless Records had like a midnight release party type thing where you can go get the album at midnight. Would have been a blast to do. I think you get like a special colored version of the vinyl. Potentially you get bags and other goodies and shit, picks and whatnot. But it was at the Reckless that is the furthest from us.
Yeah.
At midnight. I think we also had I think that was the Book of Mormon was going on that day also. So we went to the Book of Mormon.
We had something going on.
And we're like, fuck it, let's just go here. But by the time we got home, it was midnight. It's like, we could have just taken an Uber.
Yeah, we could have just went over there and then came back. Yeah.
Yeah. But we missed out on that, unfortunately.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
My final thing we missed out on this year, at least my top 6 items, because there's always a lot more. You can't do everything.
Yeah, we probably had. We did not go through this list of like, this show and this show were the same night. Like, what did we miss out on? So.
Yeah. This was Dying Wish's first headlining show in Chicago.
Oh, right.
As part of their first headlining tour ever. Yeah. Again, we got off the boat, or we went to the boat, saw them again, like, holy shit, jogged our memory. We then started following them on Instagram to like get all the notifications. And then that's when we saw that they had a show, I think at Cobra Lounge or something over that way, that they're gonna be doing a show. And they had already sold out. Couldn't get tickets to it.
Well, we had tickets for something else that night.
I don't think we did.
Oh,
I mean, we may have. I can't remember. Honestly, I can't honestly remember.
Yeah, I feel like we either weren't home or
maybe.
I don't know.
The show was also sold out.
It was sold out, yeah.
So long before we found out about it. Maybe it was. I didn't see it until after.
Maybe
the show. Yeah. In any case, I wish we would have seen that earlier. Got tickets earlier, but we didn't. Other shit may have been going on that we couldn't go to it, but. That was one I regret not being able to see.
Not be able to see, yeah.
How about you? What were your 6 items, or possibly 6 items?
No, 6. Yeah. So Riot Fest for Jackson Dolls. That one I was bummed. It kind of sucks when 2 great things are happening on the same day, but what are you gonna do?
Yep.
Ginger Milwaukee. When we were on the train up to Milwaukee and we got the announcement that it was canceled or postponed, I guess.
Postponed.
It's in the middle of April, in the middle of the week in April.
And we're hoping that means they're doing another tour.
I hope so.
And maybe they'll come to Chicago and we'll actually see them in Chicago.
We'll see them in Chicago because I don't think we're going to make it to that Milwaukee show because that's on a work. I had to be in the office those days. So.
I mean, they're Ukrainian, right? So Ukrainian Village, go play a show there. That'd be fucking awesome.
That'd be awesome. Wageport, Tennessee. When they first announced their tour, it was supposed to be the Thursday that we got to Tennessee. We saw Billy Joel on Friday, and so we were going to buy tickets for Thursday. When you went to buy tickets, it ended up that they announced the wrong dates, and their show was Friday.
That was a bit of a bummer because I was like, this is going to be perfect. We can do this. I saw the advert. It said, boom, boom. It's going to work out great. And then you go like check in like an hour later the next day.
Well, I think it was like they announced say on like Tuesday and then we went on Friday to buy tickets.
Yeah.
And it was the same day as the Billy Joel show and I'm like, no, I know it was the Thursday. Like they announced the wrong day.
Yeah.
So, but I've seen that on other
it has
tour
happened.
Announcements.
Typos and shit. It happens. Like it's all human. It's human error, whatever. Yeah. Don't be pissed at somebody, but also like, fuck, it would have worked out perfect.
It would have worked out, yeah. But I've seen that on other tour announcements where they're like, this city on this date. Like, what happened? I also had Bastard Dan on my list. Yeah, that was a disappointment. The whole scheduling thing, and, you know, we did say, like, oh, do we really want to see Metallica music, or, like, go check out something else? But that was disappointing.
Love to find out new music.
Yeah.
We could easily listen to them probably on Spotify. Still haven't.
We haven't, yeah.
I like listening to bands for the first time live.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I put Power Trip on my list.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Did you forget about Power Trip?
I did. Fuck.
I wanted to go so bad. And I remember sitting at a Cubs game, like, going through budget and scheduling and just everything, trying to make it work. And then we're like, we can make the tickets work of $600 for lawn tickets. But then we had to pay for flights, hotel, car.
Fuck.
It was just so
I
much
forgot
money.
about that. I did. We sat there so long trying to figure it out, and like moving money around. We're like, we can make this work. We can do it. We can do this. We can make it work. It won't be the greatest experience on the lawn, but we can fucking do it. And then I think the nail in the coffin for me not to do it was looking at the final total we came up to and being like, that's the same price as the cruise.
It was over the cruise.
Right.
Yeah.
We could go do the cruise. Yeah, let's do a cruise instead of this shit.
Yeah. For 6 bands.
Yeah. Not really a festival, but whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. We're going to do a whole 666 on festivals.
Like what a festival is, yeah. But anyways, that was such a disappointment.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
The price was a disappointment. The location was a disappointment. The cost was a disappointment. Oh, I already said that. The price and the cost. Oh, the seats are like how you, I mean, for us, we couldn't get a pit ticket. Well, we could.
That was part of the moving the money around. It was like,
yeah.
It was just, all of it together of like just.
It's just so much.
Yeah, it.
We have a whole 666 or a whole episode on it.
We do, yeah.
But anyways, and then this was so sad, and it just happened last weekend. Wage War 10th anniversary.
In Orlando.
At Disney World. Oh my gosh, and seeing pictures of it.
House of Blues, not at Disney World, but it is because we did a whole thing of band at Disney. Blah blah. Is that still Disney property though?
It's Disney property. Yeah.
I thought they like gave that up. I don't know.
No, they still have it. Yeah. It's Disney Springs now instead of Downtown Disney.
I know you were super disappointed not being able to go to that, but again, it's one of the ones like you don't have unlimited funds. Yeah. You can't make everything work.
In January, they did a one show in Orlando as well.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. So it was right after we saw their acoustic with who was that?
That acoustic set last year. Yeah. I'll look that up real quick. But
anyways, right after we saw that, they were like, we have one more show. It's going to be in January. It's before they announced their tour for last year. And I was like, I was like, we can fly down there, get a cheap hotel for the night, fly home the next day. Like, that's one band that I want to be at every single one of their shows.
And the thing that Orlando's where they're from.
Yeah.
So
Ocala is where they're from, but it's really close to Orlando.
Where the fuck is that? I have no idea.
I think it's close to Orlando.
Okay, but anyway, that's like their home show.
Yeah.
And seeing a band at their home show, there's something special about
different, that.
Yeah. Especially as they get bigger, like it.
Yeah.
Seeing Slipknot at Knotfest, Iowa, Limefest, Iowa was a blast.
Yeah. Even
though the whole festival kind of sucked ass because of the lines and shit, right? Seeing Slipknot was fucking phenomenal. It was a great show.
Yeah.
A Day to Remember.
A Day to Remember, yes.
Was that acoustic set.
So I have 2 Wage War shows on here that we couldn't see, but yeah. There was just so much this year that happened at the same time as something else, or we already had like 3 or 4 shows, or we couldn't travel to it, or whatever. But I mean, can't do everything.
You can't do everything, nope. Unfortunately.
I wish we could.
Unfortunately.
A private jet so we could just fly from city to city.
Yeah. Like I said, unlimited funds.
Right.
Our 8th topic.
We'll take donations.
Our 8th topic is the top venues of the year. Now, this is venues this could be venues we've already been to. This is just where we saw a show this year that we're like, that venue was fucking awesome.
Yep. Should we say our top one together?
Is it the same? Salt Shed?
The Rave.
All right. Well, top overall.
Yeah.
Top overall is definitely the Rave.
Yes.
I want to do a whole 666 on the Rave because these guys are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
This venue, whoever's running this, the people who are working there, this fucking venue in Milwaukee, they've got it down. They're doing it right. Like, this is the greatest fucking venue I think I've ever been to. And anytime there's a show there that I can go to, I want to go to the Rave.
Yeah. We tried to go as many times.
I'll go to the Rave over a place in Chicago.
Yeah.
The Radius is a great venue also, a few blocks away from our place. I'd rather go to the fucking Rave. The Rave is so fucking good. I love those people so much.
The only thing I hate about it is it's fucking hot.
In the summer. Well, I guess year round.
Yeah, we just went and it was fucking hot.
Yeah, I guess that's one negative.
Like,
we went in there, was like a fucking furnace.
Yeah, so we went one of those days where it was like it wasn't even one of the 100-degree days. It was like 90.
It was that week though. It was building up to the furnace days.
No, because it was a couple weeks before that, and then there was the furnace days when we went to.
We can take a look at this. I'm pretty sure we went there first, then we saw.
Are you sure? Because I thought that week was only like 80s and 90s.
Volbeat was July 28th.
Okay. Then the other one is like the 13th.
Guns N' Roses was the end of the month, a month later.
Okay, yeah. So I thought it was before that. But anyways, and it was like a furnace. I mean, like you said, there was no air movement. It's just hot.
Yeah. I guess that's one negative. Yes, that is a very big negative, but I don't give a shit.
Next year we'll just know, like, to wear light clothing, bring a fan.
Yeah.
That whole thing. Drink water.
Drink lots of fucking water. But yeah, still fucking killer, amazing venue for sure.
The Rave wasn't the top on your list?
These aren't in any particular order. This is just
fun venues or venues.
This is Okay. If they were in order, the Rave would be number one for sure.
Okay.
I'll just continue then. Salt Shed's on there. Our first time going there. We've only seen one show there. They don't get a whole lot of metal, unfortunately. They got some metalcore shit. That's the only reason we went there.
You need to stop saying metalcore shit.
I'll stop saying metalcore shit when all the fucking children stop talking during the performances. I feel like metalcore has the worst audience because they don't shut their fucking mouths at all during the performance. It pisses me off so much. I'm there to see the music. I don't give a shit if you've seen them 12 fucking times, what your favorite song is. If you want to talk about that, talk about it in between sets, or just shut your fucking mouth in general. Nobody gives a shit about you. Anyway, I wish they had more metal. I want to go out there more. It's a fucking killer venue.
Really cool.
I hope that they're trying to build that area up because Goose Island's moving out there.
I don't feel like it's being built up for like a metal crowd though.
It's not. It's really not. And
it's like a party
that's
crowd.
A very disappointing realization that we're not going to get much metal out there, so we might not see many shows there. But the venue itself is so fucking good.
Yeah.
The Radius, like I said, not too far from where we're at right now. Another newer killer fucking venue. I love going to the Radius. It's great.
I think I only went one time this year.
You may have. I think I've been a few times.
Yeah.
I think it was that very second show, actually. Our first show was out in Tinley Park with Sound Growler and Feed the Beasts.
I was going to put that as a top
show
tour name.
Oh.
But that was like, I don't think that's the tour.
No, yeah.
It was the event.
It could have been tour or event,
I guess,
but yeah. But yeah, Radius is fucking killer. Metro, our very first time seeing a show at the Metro.
Yeah, we saw Bloodywood there.
Up there by Wrigleyville, or up in Wrigleyville. Great fucking old school, run down kind of
very
feel.
Very run down, yeah.
But it's awesome. I love those old buildings.
Could you imagine seeing Metallica there when they were there?
Oh, that would have been so fucking good.
Oh my gosh.
But that goes into the Vic, which is another one of those sort of rundown old type buildings, and not like rundown like it's going to collapse in on you, but like
I hope not.
But rundown in terms of like this has been here for fucking ever, and you can see the paint, the age on the paint, like where that paint it was up there when they allowed smoking in here, and it's got like a fucking 4 inches of soot or some shit on it, right? Like that kind of like feel.
Yeah.
I love these old school venues so much. Concord is up there on my list as well. And then, obviously, as we said, the Rave. If we had to put them in order, Rave number one for sure for me. How about you? What were your top 6 venues of the year?
I have the Rave, obviously. Aragon. I still really, really enjoy going to the Aragon over anything else in Chicago. Well, Radius in Chicago, but Aragon, I really enjoy going over there.
Okay.
Concord I have as well. This was the first time this year going to the Concord, and I really like it. It's just an open concept type floor. Very nice. Reggie's. This was the first year we saw something at Reggie's. The first show of the year, I think, was Damage Justice there.
Yep. That was definitely in my top running for sure. That probably would fall in, if we had 7, that'd probably be number 7. Yeah.
I also had the Salt Shed on there. But then I added Pop's Concert Hall. Do you remember going to see Bloodywood at Pop's? It's just so unique.
That was up there for me too. It was a really cool, unique venue. Yeah. I liked it a lot. The crowd wasn't as... So we saw Bloodywood there. Yeah. The night before we saw Bloodywood at Metro. I think I stuck in my head of like, this is really cool, but it's not Metro. Like,
okay.
So I think that
just the
aspect,
whole venue though was unique.
The venue is really cool. Yeah. I do like that. I would love to go back there and see more shows. Yeah. And there's shit there all the time.
There is, yeah.
And it's not that long of a drive.
It's not, no. So if it's a
pretty
weekend,
quick and easy
like
drive,
a Saturday or something, yeah, we could definitely do Saturday shows there.
Yeah, see, again, I thought about the same thing. That was definitely in my top running too.
Yeah, I try to think of. I really wanted some new places, so I had Concord, Reggie's, Salt Shed, and Pops, but I had to put Raven Aragon because those are worst venue. House of Blues.
Oh yeah.
We don't have worst venue on here.
We don't. No.
100% House of Blues.
House of Blues for sure this year was the worst venue. Yeah, I don't know. I thought the same thing of like, what's the new venues, and Pops was up there too. Like, this is a really cool new venue. It's really unique. It's in a really unique area of town. Like you said, there were 2 strip clubs there.
There's 2 strip clubs, a weed shop,
and a dispensary. Next to this bar/venue. Yeah. The Vic for me is up there because it's the Vic. I have such fond memories of going to see movies there and everything.
Yeah, so. That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, that's I don't know. We care a lot about the venues. The venues enhance or detract from a show just as much as the band does. Honestly.
100%.
So if you get a great band at a very shitty venue, it's going to be a shitty show, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unless the band just fucking crushes it that night.
That's true. Yeah.
All right, so on to number 9, our biggest disappointments of the year.
Yes.
I think last year we had our worst shows of the year.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to get away from that because...
Yeah, because it's not always like the worst show. It's just something that we're bummed about, or it didn't work out the way we thought, or something like
exactly. That. And there's really not that many shows that I think fall into the category of worst shows. I think we put worst shows on there last year, like overall worst shows ever. And I think I only had 5, in all honesty.
Yeah, it was hard to come up with them.
Yeah. Like, it has to be a really fucked up kind of show or something happening for it to become a worst show ever.
Yeah.
So we kind of changed this one a little bit to just disappointments, like things we were disappointed about. And so number 1 for me was the Re-Imperia tour, the Ghost Amon Amarth show.
Yeah.
It was a disappointment for me because it was just those 2 bands. It was sort of, in my mind, advertised as a co-headlining show. And Amon Amarth played for 30 minutes at most. They played a super fucking short set.
It was like an first opener set.
Yeah, and then
so short.
And then Ghost goes on. They play their normal set, and it's over, and we're done. And you paid a fucking pretty penny for those tickets.
I feel like we paid like $180 or something.
We paid a fuck ton of money for those tickets, and
we got like a 2-hour show.
Yeah, it was a joke of a show, in my opinion. Yeah. I was so pissed off.
In my mind, I was kind of like, let's put another tour out there. Let's charge more than we've ever charged before for a show.
Right. It was the most we paid. I think we talked about this during that episode. Like, we never paid that much for one of those bands. And then I think we also broke it down. Like, all right, if you take both of them as a headliner and put those tolls together.
We didn't get a headliner show.
Exactly. Yeah. So, like, it was just a disappointment.
2 hour-and-a-half sets, sure.
Yeah.
Would have been fucking amazing. But.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'm right there with you.
My next one is Rockfest.
Yep.
We went into that knowing it might be a bit of a disappointment because of the lawn chairs, but because of the sheer number of lawn chairs and no fucking access to like GA standing only areas outside of the pit. Like, you had the pit that you had to pay a fuck ton of money to get into. After that, you had seating and then lawn chairs.
Yep.
From
VIP seating and then lawn chairs.
Right. And then if you wanted to stand, you had to do it all the way in the back.
Yeah.
We went to Upheaval the year before where it was different. You had standing only. Then there was a line that designated lawn chairs go after this line.
Yeah.
And we were pissed at the lawn chairs there.
Yeah.
But if we wanted to, we could have easily walked up to that GA standing. We had COVID. We got COVID during that trip, and it really hit us hard. We thought it was hungover and allergies, blah, 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 whatever. I was going to say we did an episode on that, but we didn't actually.
We did, but we didn't post it, yeah.
In any case, like, a completely different way of doing things.
Yeah.
And this was just such a disappointment.
Yeah. And I didn't like it because the sound booth was there, and then they had, like, I don't know, just like the view of the stage, you couldn't see it. It was just it's a horrible setup.
It is, yeah.
It's a horrible setup. And the second stage I liked a lot, and the tribute stage I liked the side stages a lot.
The 3 side stages were awesome. The lineup.
There's 4.
You had the tribute, the one up top, and the...
Yeah, and then the one down.
Oh, shit, you had the other one. I forgot about that, yeah.
The Boneyard, and then the local.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, those were fucking awesome. The bands that played there were fucking awesome. The bands that played on the main stage were fucking amazing.
The lineup was so fucking killer. It was so good.
It just fucking sucked.
Those lawn chairs fucking killed it.
Yes.
So I knew it was going to be disappointing because they allowed lawn chairs. Whatever. It's going to be fine. That's why it was like my most anticipated, or toward the top of my most anticipated. But like we also said, we're worried about this one, right? Yeah. And rightfully so, because it was shit fucking time.
It was shitty. Shitty.
My third disappointment, I think I've already touched on this a little bit. The fucking asshole motherfuckers who do not shut their goddamn mouths during a fucking show. Bottom feeder motherfucking losers. I fucking hate these people so much. Shut your goddamn fucking mouths.
Yeah, there's been a lot of shows this year that have kind of been ruined because
holy
people talk.
Shit. Yeah. Nobody fucking cares during your show. Like, during the show. Like, fucking shut up already. I'm so pissed at it. I'm over it. I'm so fucking over it. If I had to pick an item, number 1 right there. Shut the fuck up. Anywho. Next disappointment for me. The lighting from behind the stage into the crowd.
Oh.
Just the lighting setup that some shows have been basically from behind the band into the crowd, so you have like the silhouette look. I get it. It's kind of cool. It looks kind of cool. The problem is for me, it like blinds me in the eyes. I start getting headaches. I can't fucking see. I can't watch the show. I'm there to watch you. You're not here to watch me. Like, I'm paying to watch you type things. It really pisses me off when that happens for the entire show. Little moments of it, fine, that's cool. I can move around, and if the light is this particular light, it's always taking this path. All right, I'll walk over here so I get away from the beam. But when it's just the floodlight behind the band into the crowd for the entire fucking show, I don't like that. It's not fun. Very disappointing. That ruins the show for me instantly. House of Blues becoming our least favorite venue.
Yeah, happened quickly.
It did. It used to be such a great fucking venue. Yep. Pre-COVID, post-COVID, every single show that went there sold out.
Yes.
Which is great. It's so fucking good. Yeah.
It's fucking amazing that they sell out. But
it's so crowded.
They're
feels like
overselling. The only thing I can think of is if they're selling full capacity upstairs and all those fucking people come downstairs.
Right, but then people downstairs aren't allowed to go upstairs.
Yeah, I don't know what the fucking issue is. They're definitely overselling it. There is no way people should be standing back by those bathrooms to watch a show because there's no room to get anywhere.
And you can't see a show from back there because the pillars are in the way. The audio back there is horrible. If you're on the main floor,
it's fucking amazing.
So good.
Yeah.
The aesthetics of the venue are awesome. The sound is awesome. The stage is great. Like, there's so many good things about this, but because they're selling out, which again, a great thing. Yeah. Bands should be selling out. It's awesome that people are there to support live music. But when you get behind a pillar to watch a show, you're watching a fucking pillar.
Yeah.
Or you're watching a TV and then the sound is just so shitty.
Yeah. It's so fucking shitty. And like, I don't remember that before. I don't know when Live Nation took over, but I feel like they're selling more tickets than they ever did.
I'm thinking the same thing you are, of it's got to be the balcony. So I think the next show we see there, we should try to get balcony tickets and see how dead it is up there maybe. Yeah. And then be like, what the fuck is this?
That's the only thing I can think of is for capacity reasons that they're selling balcony and those people are just down on the floor. And I don't know, like, I just don't know. Because we've seen so many shows that are in 2019, 2018, 2017 that were probably close to sold out, and it was never like that.
You would think so, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they weren't that close to sold out.
Maybe. I don't know.
But those were...
But like Static X was so packed.
It
wasn't like that, though.
It was not. I don't know what happened. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is like, I'm pretty sure that Static X show had to be sold out. And it was not like that though.
My final disappointment of the year. Back to Metallica doing no wrong. Their set for the M72 tour was
the setup
very not good.
Yeah.
And their use of the stage was not that good. It's a massive fucking circle stage. Again, I think it's for the ability to sell higher priced Snake Pit tickets is my guess.
I would assume so.
I think that's what they're trying to do there, but it's so fucking big. They didn't utilize the stage as well as they have in the past, those circular center stages, because they've done several of these.
Oh, yeah.
And they maneuver so fucking well on those stages. This time, if you're not near the drum kit that is active, you're not really seeing much of a show.
Yeah.
And
they don't really move around much for that part of the like when the drum kit's in front of you, it's fucking amazing because they're right in front of you, but otherwise they're on the other side of the stage. Exactly. They're not moving. They're not walking that mile around.
Mammoth was staying on his side and didn't move at all.
Yep.
I feel like Pantera and Five Finger utilized the stage better than Metallica did.
Better, but it was still very shitty.
Yeah. Ice Nine Kills didn't really use the stage that well, I don't think.
No.
And Mammoth did not use the stage that well, I don't think.
No. It's a hard concept when you have that stage with that massive of a snake pit to do a great show that way.
Right.
But that overall experience with that stage was just made it horrible.
And I understand that I'm not going to, like with that style of stage, I'm not going to see... It's not going to be a constant like, oh my God, here's something in front of me going on, blah, blah, blah. But the majority of the show, there was nothing, and you're staring far away to try to, not staring, looking far away.
And I couldn't see any of it when they're not in front of you because the stage is so fucking massive.
Yeah. It almost feels like we talked about it during the episode, being not on the floor. Like Snake Pit, obviously, is probably the best place. We weren't there to do that. Or we weren't in the Snake Pit to like collaborate. To say one way or the other if it was.
I know what you're trying to say.
We've talked to people who were in the Snake Pit and they're like, holy shit, this was the best experience of my life. The sound was great. The view was great. Yeah. It was phenomenal. But from the normal GA, I think I'd rather have a seat for this show.
Yeah, because I really enjoyed night 2 when we kind of stood back. We did go upstairs for a little bit and we saw a couple shows through the fence upstairs. Couple songs, sorry. But when we stood back a little bit more, I could see more. And I just felt like it was a little bit better experience, but then you don't get a pick. You're not in the crowd.
Yep.
Like, it's
a different experience.
It's a different experience, and it wasn't the experience we wanted. We were so excited for these shows.
And at that point, if you're not getting a pick or you're not in the crowd, why are you even down here?
Yeah.
Like,
sit in a seat.
Save yourself a few bucks.
Yeah. Save some money. Be in a seat. Be able to see the entire show. Because how the setup is like... I mean, if you're in a seat and you can look down onto the stage and like see the what are those called? Like the screen things,
the giant screens they have around the edge,
like and see all of that. That would be fucking amazing. But when you're on the floor, you don't get that experience. You're looking at an empty stage basically that's in front of you.
Yeah. Anyway, that was
that the end of yours?
Those are my top 6 disappointments. I don't know what you have, but there might be a few overlaps.
So it's all overlap.
All of it?
Yeah.
The exact same ones?
No, not exact same because I did only shows. I didn't do like the lighting and all that stuff. Rockfest. Yep. Number 1, huge disappointment. We already talked about it. This will go quick because you've talked about all of this. Static X at House of Blues was a disappointment for a couple of reasons. Well, it was very crowded. You were not feeling well. You had sore elements of your body where you couldn't stand and somebody like kicked your foot or something and it just so that's when we moved back out of the crowd and that's when we were like, this fucking sucks.
I definitely had a sore foot where it was puffy and it hurt to stand on, but I was like, you know what, we're gonna be down here in the crowd, we're gonna do this. A pit opened, I got my foot stomped on. It happens. I expect it. I should have known that was gonna happen. I did know it was gonna happen, but it fucking hurt and like I can't do this anymore. Let's head back. And then, we went back to the back a little bit to get away from that crowd to still enjoy the show, but not the way we want to. But whatever, we'll still enjoy the show. We're behind a pillar. There was no fucking sound, or the sound was garbage. So we're like, fuck this, we're done.
Yeah, so we left that. That was the only show I think that we left.
I think that's the only show ever we've left early.
Like that. We've left like with 1 or 2 songs left before, but we've never left with 2 fucking bands.
We
left.
saw Cultist Black, Twisted, and then like 3 songs from Dope.
Yeah.
And then we're like, this is fucking garbage. I not only did my foot hurt, possibly broken, I don't know. But we also couldn't see anything. I was also like struggling with like a flu or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's just like, let's just go. This is not worth it.
It was just a whole thing. Anyways, just disappointment.
Yeah, for sure.
We Came as Romans, also at the House of Blues.
Another House of Blues song.
Yeah. So for that one, for Brand of Sacrifice and Era, we were behind a pillar because it was so fucking oversold for sure. We did get on the floor for We Came as Romans, and we were against the railing, and that was just fucking horrible. That was when we were like, what is going on with House of Blues? Well, no, because last year we went and saw Apocalyptica with
Lacuna
Coil, and that one we couldn't get on the floor until Lacuna Coil was over, and that was the first experience that we had where we're like, what the fuck? Why are there so many people here?
It had never been that packed.
Yes.
And before.
And that's so we saw that, and then we saw We Came as Romans. I'm like, I think they're overselling this venue.
So to be fair, it's never been that packed that early.
Yeah.
You normally will go there early. We'll check out the first opener, the second opener, and it's not that crowded. So you can easily get to the back, like to the bathroom and back out. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe people are actually showing up now
for the whole show,
which is awesome. People should have been doing this shit from the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you were waiting on, but maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what really happened is because people were skipping the first few bands, we were able to easily get back and forth.
Maybe.
Where if we would have done that during, for instance, Avatar, right? We weren't going to leave the floor there.
No. Yeah.
But at that point, we had already found our spot on the floor. We were there. The crowd had filled in by that time. Now they're showing up early. It could be that.
Could be.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I honestly agree with you that it's probably the balcony folks coming down.
Yeah. Because even in this moment, which probably would have been one of our first shows at House of Blues.
Close to it, yeah.
Yeah, Avatar in this moment, something like a Trivium, that sort of time frame. But anyways, in this moment, I remember having, maybe it just wasn't sold, but I remember having plenty of room. Like we were able to move on the floor too. Anyways, we don't even keep.
Your next disappointment, another House of Blues?
No, the Ghost in Alma show.
Oh, okay, yeah. Same.
Yeah, same thing.
Same reasons, I assume.
Yeah, basically. This one's different than yours. The Guns N' Roses show.
All right.
So
let's hear this.
I wasn't too keen on going anyways. You found $25 tickets, back row 400 section of the venue, or of Wrigley Field. There's like this wire thing above the seats, and spiders live up there, and spiders were dropping, and it was 117 degrees that day. It was just the spiders.
117 thermometer, real feel 189.
Yeah, the thermometer was 117, and then
real feel was
probably.
Like death. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the real feel was, but it was fucking horrible. But when those spiders started dropping from that wire thing or the ceiling,
See, I think we talked about that during the episode too, and like this sucked. The heat was horrible. The spiders were horrible, but $25 tickets. Yeah, I didn't put that up there. I agree with you. I thought about it because of the spiders and the heat, but in the back of my mind, it was like, it was $25 fucking to see a legend, not a legend band.
Yeah,
like easily drop a spider on me.
They got free tickets to the pit.
Well, we're not that lucky, so whatever. $25.
I know.
Is that your last one, or do you have more?
And then Metallica.
Oh, the set.
The set.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the end. So.
Okay.
Basically the same as yours, just spiders.
So we'll have you lead the next one then. The opposite of our biggest disappointment is our sort of favorite individual moments.
Yes.
And this could be a single set. This could be a single event that happened at a particular show. I just thought of one when I'm saying this that's not on here. I'll bring it up maybe as a 7th runner-up, but just anything that's just sort of like a great moment that you like, it happened and you smiled and it's something you're going to remember for a while.
Okay, so the fucking Wage War experience at the Concord. That was fucking amazing.
That was a great experience.
And I want, like, when we saw them at Rockfest, I wanted that same experience of, like, everybody being into it. Granted, it was a festival and the whole layout was not the best for that, but I wanted that again. And I'm sure if we would have went to the House of Blues in Orlando over the weekend, it would have been that experience.
And this experience was it was a sold out show again,
yes.
which is great. We not shitting on sold out shows. They're awesome. This venue is suited better for it because you can easily get to the back and back in.
Yeah, because there's no so at House of Blues, it's the floor is like down 3 steps. So you're like in this area. With a
sort of think of a hockey wall.
Yeah. Like
surrounding you.
Get out of it. Where Concord, where a Wage War is at Concord, and it's just an open floor.
There's a couple pillars. Yep.
But I mean, it's basically just open.
Just an open floor.
So you can move in and out. Like we were moving in and out all night, and then once Wage War started, it's like the entire floor was just moving.
It was packed, everywhere. So packed because there's so many people in there. The pit opens, which then means the crowd's getting shuffled. It almost reminded me of seeing Ozzy for the first time at Open Air 2017, right?
You can't control yourself.
You're going where the crowd tells you to go. Yeah. Like your body, you have no control. You can probably push against it, and if you want to get to the pit, you can definitely do that.
Yeah.
But mostly it's the crowd is controlled. Like you're just in the flow. Like you're in this living organism of the crowd.
Yeah.
And you're chanting, you're cheering. Bodies are getting thrown on you as you're crowd surfing. The pit's opening up. Your feet are getting stomped on again. My foot did not hurt that night, so it was awesome.
Thank
Stomp
goodness.
on my foot. Yeah, I agree. That was an awesome time.
Yeah, it was probably the best individual concert experience from the year, in my opinion.
What's next?
Hands down, Lamb of God boat. The entire thing.
Okay.
Well, minus Thursday night, Friday activities, but just everybody being on the ship, the bands, the crowd, even the staff sometimes like being into the music, like just the entire experience of just being there with like-minded people and just I don't know, I'm lost of words, but I mean it's an experience that like I would not change for anything. We've been to concerts where it's almost the same experience, but this, when you're like surrounded by the same people for 3.5, 4 days, whatever it is, it's just fucking amazing.
What's Disturbed's thing? It's my family, my brother, my sisters, my blood, something along those lines. Yeah. I've heard
my brothers, my sisters, my blood.
Yeah, something like yeah, exactly. I've heard other bands saying similar things. I've heard bands at the end, and even during shows of take care of yourself, take care of each other.
We're family.
And yeah, exactly. Yeah. And even at festivals, you see that, and you just see people like hanging out, like, oh, I don't fucking know who you are, but this awesome shirt, you're fucking awesome. Have a good time, man. And just like the energy is so great at festivals and at shows and shit. Like metalheads truly are fucking awesome. But yeah, getting on the boat and like it's just 4 straight fucking days of that.
Yeah.
On a boat where you can't communicate with the outside world. You're just sort of in there doing your own thing, living your own life. It is a unique, like everything everybody says, like metalheads are the fucking greatest. We care about each other. We bring each other up. We support each other. This is like the embodiment of that, and it's so fucking true.
You're just immersed in it. Like there's no, even if you try, well, maybe if you try, like you could stay in your own cabin all day or whatever if you needed to, but it's like you're just immersed in the feeling, and it's like I just keep thinking like the like-mindedness, like we're all there to experience the same thing. We're all there we enjoy the same music. We enjoy the same dirty shit sometimes. Like, and I think it was the band, just the band mentality, all the fan mentality. Like we're all on vacation. It was just fucking amazing.
And the thing is, it's not put on. It's like when you're in that cruise atmosphere, like you can kind of say that, oh, it's like it's put on during a show, like or during a festival. Like you're just here doing your thing, and like this is what I have to do type thing. On a cruise where you, like I said, you're plugged out of everything. I know the phrase I'm trying to say. I can't think of it.
You're unplugged.
Yes, that's the word. Our phrase. The feeling is genuine.
Yeah,
it's the thing too. Like it's not just people saying it to say it. It's
yeah.
These are genuine emotions and feelings, and people are treating people in a genuine fashion with respect and kindness. And yeah, the cruise is fucking awesome. Yeah. And you get to hear amazing music on top of just being surrounded by outstanding fucking people.
100%. Yeah. It was just the metal family coming together, and it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Right behind that, if we didn't go on the cruise this year, Milwaukee fucking Metal Fest. same goddamn thing I just said about the boat, except for you're at the rave. But it's the same concept. I mean, the bands are a little bit more like, this is a fucking amazing fest. Like, Jamie Josta brought it back. Like, you know, like, thank you, Jamie Josta, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just that whole same mentality where you're there with fucking people who like the same thing that you like. I mean, we've been to other festivals, but I feel like other festivals didn't have the same vibe as Lamb of God Boat and Milwaukee Metal Fest.
Milwaukee Metal Fest was the first time, I think, and not saying it hasn't happened, it's the first time I've recognized band members in crowds. I don't think I've seen that at other festivals. Not saying it doesn't happen, just I personally haven't seen it. And this was, the band does their set, and they get off, they clean up, and they go and enjoy music.
Yeah. Denver Metal and Beer Fest last year, I saw it. So technically that would probably be the first one.
I suppose.
But yes, I would agree with you where, like, especially the openers, they're like walking around. Brian from Shadows Fall was walking around all fucking weekend. Like,
he like posted like, this is my wife and I's vacation.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here to work, but also this is a vacation.
Yeah.
And this is something we would just do as a vacation. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's where the mentality comes in, is maybe it's how the festival's put on as well, or like even the Lamb of God Boat, how it's put on, like where it's more like a community coming together and not like, I don't know. We haven't been to Danny Wimmer, but I feel like that would be more of like a structured production, like blah, blah, blah.
I do
blah
feel
thing.
like Danny Wimmer is, in my mind anyway, is sort of the gold standard.
Yeah.
But what I've seen and heard is the gold standard of metal festivals, rock festivals. We haven't been to it, so since we haven't been to it, it's not the gold standard in my mind. In my mind, it's Chicago Open Air 16, 17. Yeah. But even at those, I didn't get that same feel.
Yeah, like the family feel and like everything. Yeah.
So I think 1 more to 2 more years of Milwaukee Metal Fest, they might now overtake Chicago Open Air, which is a fucking strong thing in my opinion, because Chicago Open Air was next to fucking perfect those first 2 years. The last year was kind of a shit show. But this is quickly going up on my list of like, holy fuck, Milwaukee Metal Fest is outstanding.
Yeah.
So
sorry. This is like, what was I on? So then I'm gonna skip one to go to getting Mother of Graves with Chemist.
Okay.
That was just a memory that was just like, we both didn't know that they were going to be there. I don't remember it being announced. Maybe it was. I don't know. But it was just like this moment of like, holy shit, this is awesome. Like, well worth the money of the show. I don't remember what we paid, but it was probably $30-ish, if even that.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was cheapish, yeah.
4 fucking amazing bands and not just 3. I don't know. It was...
You went in expecting 3 and you got 4, yeah.
Yeah, and the 4th one was fucking amazing. I mean, sometimes openers are kind of like, okay, do your 30 minutes, get off the stage sort of thing.
Or you'll find something like, this is good, give it a few more years and you'll be a headliner type thing.
But they just started being a band a few years ago. First record out, they fucking hit it off amazingly at the top. This one's just for experience-wise. The Pop Evil show. It was just so much fun with you and I going together. I think that's more of it. The music's fine. It's radio music. But during the whole thing, we just kind of stood back a little bit and we were just like dancing and like, holy fuck, like I forgot about this song. Like, you know, like it was just like a kind of a memory type thing of like listening to Laser and stuff like that.
Did this make your top shows? Just jumping ahead a little bit.
No.
It didn't make my top shows either. But thinking about the moments and even top shows, this was in my mind, in the back of my mind. I agree, their music isn't necessarily the greatest. It's radio music, as you said, which is enjoyable. I do enjoy it. I do like it. It's not my go-to music by any means, but brought back a lot of good memories. This was your first show at Concord, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
You fell in love with Concord at that time, and I was like, see, this is a great venue. I'd seen some shows there before.
You had been there.
It was a lot of fun. I do, like, that show did resonate with me too, and just being like, this was a fucking awesome show.
I think it's just the moments together too of like, you know, just kind of having fun and like listening to the music. And
the crowd was good too. It was a fun fucking show.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I guess, you know what, that's probably gonna break my top 10, but definitely did not break my top 6 shows.
It's hard to get 6. Yeah. And you're probably gonna say things that I'm gonna be like,
yep,
holy shit. last thing on my list, and this is an event, not a show. Touring the rave.
Oh,
that we did
okay.
a few weeks ago.
Okay.
So we did the Haunted Holidays tour. We're going to do a video on it. Hopefully we can work on that and get that done. But
or it'll be done in like 7-8 months.
So next Christmas, well.
Yeah.
No, we need to work on those. But it was just a different experience. We'll show the whole video, but like, and maybe do a 666 on it or something. I don't know. But just the whole experience of being able to see the rave empty in a different light. We saw like the swimming pool, the dressing rooms, you know, like all that stuff that you don't normally get to see when you're there to just see the bands. I don't know. It was fucking amazing.
Tacking onto your last one, I also have that on my list as one.
Yeah. Go into your list. Cause
yeah. It's not music by any means, right? But it also is music.
Yeah.
We love the rave. We've talked about how much we love the rave already. So getting to go and explore the entire venue. And I think it was earlier this year you told me there was a swimming pool in there. And I was like, where the fuck is there a swimming pool? There's no way there's a swimming pool.
I found out about it because Motionless in White posted like a picture of them or whatever. And I was like, that's the rave. Like, that's the rave floor. Because the flooring's the same. And I'm like, and you're like, no, that it's not there. It's probably at the hotel across the street. It's not, there's not a swimming pool there. And I'm like, that is the rave. Like, you can tell it's the rave.
I couldn't believe it, but eventually you convinced me that, yep, there's a swimming pool there. We were actually on the boat terminal to get into the boat when we got the email for the holiday tours. They started this in 2020 when COVID happened. They couldn't make money, so they opened up individual tours. Just tour it yourself. You can keep socially distanced that way. Sold out in a fucking heartbeat. It's like, oh shit, this might be a thing. Next year they offer it. The next year they offer it. They offer it again this year. Not everything sold out this year, but it seems like it's a very popular thing to do.
I mean, it wasn't sold out, but it was pretty busy while we were there.
I don't know what we paid, like $40 or some shit. You get a tour, you get a free drink.
Yeah.
Like, I don't fucking know. It's
when you could take a drink around with you.
Right.
As much as, we only got the
halfway through. It's like, if you need another refill, now's the time to go to the bar.
Yeah, there's like a sign.
But getting to see you got to walk up onto I think every stage but one.
What stage could you not walk up? Oh, the bar stage didn't have stairs.
The bar stage does not have stairs. So, but you got to walk onto every single stage.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to stand on that stage and like look out and be like, obviously this isn't what the band sees. This is not what Lamb of God saw. This is not what Deathclock saw. This is not what XYZ, Corey Taylor saw, right? Like Volbeat saw, whatever. Name a band who's fucking played there. And everybody's fucking played the rave.
Yeah.
Fucking Tupac has played the goddamn rave. Back in the fucking 90s.
Yeah.
Like, everybody plays the rave. The rave is so fucking awesome. Enough gushing about that. But you get to stand on the stages. You get to tour. There's an elevator, like a freight elevator, an old-timey, manually operated elevator you ride up in. You go down to the pool where all the bands and artists are signing. You go check out the dressing rooms and like, oh shit, this is what they have. Every single dressing room had a fridge for beer and shit.
I didn't notice that. That's
one thing I
how
noticed.
Cool they were, yeah.
It was so fucking awesome. This was on my list because we got to go behind a venue. You got to see some things you don't get to see just going to a venue.
Yeah,
it's on my list. Yeah, fuck, god damn, the rave is so cool.
Yeah.
If you can go to the rave, they're doing it right. Those guys are fucking awesome.
Something fucking awesome about the rave. They are closed, I think, today, tomorrow, and Monday.
And this is Saturday before Christmas Eve.
Saturday before Christmas. Yes. I think that's fucking amazing. I mean, I know a lot of venues probably don't have shows this weekend or whatever. Some do, actually. There's a show at Reggie's tonight. But it's like, I think it's just amazing how they take care of their employees as well.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say.
Again, this being run by amazing people, and the staff who's always there is amazing. We need to talk more about the rave.
Yeah. It cannot be a 666, though.
It's... we'll see.
It'll be
it will turn into an encore.
6 minutes.
Next on my list, speaking of Reggie's, my next moment, similar to Mother Graves,
I know what you're gonna say,
is Notre Dad.
Notre Dad. Yep.
Seeing these parents go to a show with their young daughter, probably 16, 17-ish maybe. Chemist clearly was her favorite band. She was fucking into it, but seeing like and being that age and being embarrassed by your parents and your parents not fully understanding why you're embarrassed by them but still just doing what parents do,
At a show that they are not into.
They were not into it. Like the one time the mother pulled her phone up to take a photo of her daughter fucking headbanging out, and she left her flash on and turns it up, and then her daughter like turns around shocked, grabs her arm and throws it to the ground like, no. She's like, I can't take a photo. You can take a photo. Turn your goddamn flash off, woman. Then the dad telling her like, I swear to God, he's like, we, as in your mother and I, are going to go to the back. And I think the daughter took it as,
we're leaving.
And she just like shocked look on her face. No, we are not leaving. And I don't know. It was really cool to see like this young woman exploring music and finding out about it, and her parents there and being embarrassed by it, and just it was a really fun family moment. The dad got super fucking protective, which was a bit annoying, but at the same time, like I get it. If I was a father, I'd do the same thing.
And they probably weren't from Chicago.
They were definitely from Indiana, Notre Dame area.
Yeah. And like, I think that they went like, "Oh, you're going to a show in Chicago. Like, we have to come with you."
It was adorable, to say the least. It was so fucking awesome. Great. It was so fucking awesome. Seeing shows with others was next on my list.
Yeah.
I, for the longest time, hated seeing shows with other people. You and I is great. Like, you know what I want. You know what I know what you want. Like, we know what experience we're going into. We don't have to coordinate anything. It's like, all right, the door's open this time. It's going to take this long to get there. Cool, let's do that. Once we get there, we know exactly where we're going to go just because of like nature and what we always do.
That's true. Yeah, because we don't have to be like, how close do you want to be? How where do you want to stand?
Yeah. And if you want to be on the rail, like you did that with Disturbed a while ago, you're like, I want to be on the rail. And I was like, I don't want to, but you want to, so cool, let's go. It's fine. I'm not going to drink anything tonight. I'm not going to drink anything before the show because I'm not going to leave to go to the bathroom. Like we compromise back and forth, right? Thinking about like high school when I went to my second show, Slipknot, and you have to coordinate picking up 2 other people, then dropping them off. They're going to different places in the arena. You're separating, or even if you stay together, like I want to make sure you're having a good time, but I also want to have a good time. And if you want to do something that I'm not comfortable with, like get in the pit, I'm not going to do that. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I hate that feeling of trying to make other people happy. I'm here at the show for me. I want to be happy. That's why I'm here. I don't want to try to like, well, what do you want? And like that indecisiveness, like get some people together for work and try to figure out what you're having for lunch that day. Like, hey, we're all going to go out for lunch, and you step outside and like, where are we going? And everybody's like, I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want? I would like this, but I'm also cool with whatever you guys want. Like that's sort of what it is at that point, right? So it's fucking hurting cats. I hate it. This year we went to 3 shows. Went to Shinedown with our friends Josh and Angie. Went to Nashville, Billy Joel with my mom and my uncle. And then we saw Danzig with Jerry and Darla.
That's the 4th one.
We did a 4th one? Holy fuck, I forgot about Alex.
Alex at Bloodywood.
I forgot about fucking Alex. Yes. Another one. Holy shit. Yes, Alex. Fuck, I forgot about that. Alex, I think I was the most nervous about because it's sort of like what do you want to do? He's such a fucking chill dude though anyway where he's going like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And he basically did that. Like, well, we're done. We're going to go stand over here. And he's like, all right, I'll follow you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I had a lot of time at all of these shows, a lot of fun at all of these shows. Each show offered something unique and different with the people we saw, with a unique experience. Like seeing a show with my mom, I got to see her have fun and dance and sing and do that kind of shit, right? That I've never seen her in that sort of light. And it was a lot of fun. Jerry and Darla, like it was just a blast to see them at that. And then like even during the show, they're like, we're going to see you guys later. They weren't into fucking Behemoth, and that's fine. Yeah. It's not their thing. Not every music is everybody's thing. And then they get back together with us for dancing, and it was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. I think through all that, like seeing a show with Alex, I was the same way where I'm like, it wasn't really his scene, but he is kind of like open to anything sort of thing. So it was fine. But going with like Jerry and Darla, I was not worried at all because I'm like, this is their thing. Like they're into metal music as well. Like they like to go to shows, like all this stuff. So I wasn't worried about that. Going to Shinedown, I had no worries. It's Andrew's fucking favorite band.
And they're such sweet fucking people anyway.
I know.
Like,
yeah. Going with your mom, though, I was kind of nervous that she was going to be the opposite, where she thinks that we're not having fun.
Oh,
and then
okay.
she would always be like constantly asking us, like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
See, that's the person I am when I go to shows typically. I've gotten out of that shell and like, fuck you. You're an adult. You can figure out what makes you happy.
I was just she didn't do that, but I was so worried that the whole time she'd be like, aren't you having fun? Like, why aren't you enjoying
She's going to take that
like,
mother approach. Right. Yeah, exactly. She didn't do it, which was awesome because that would definitely diminish the experience for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, next one. Seeing shows with others. I didn't expect that to be as fun as I expected it to be. Headbangers Bone, all of it. The same thing you said. It was such a great experience. Don't need to hark on that more.
We do, but
we
don't have that.
But if you can do a metal cruise, not just the Headbangers Bone, any metal cruise, do it. They're so much fun. They're worth it.
Yeah. Make it a like, what's that called? A bucket list.
A bucket list.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have the choice between Power Trip and a cruise, take the fucking cruise.
Unless you live wherever Power Trip was and it was going to cost you like nothing.
Still, take the fucking cruise.
Yeah, do the cruise.
My final thing I have on my list is seeing Jason Newsted play for the very first time.
Shit, I don't have that on here.
No, you don't.
It's on the list.
It's coming
later.
on the list.
Yeah,
All right, I gotcha.
I was like, holy shit, how did I forget that? But it's not in my like top 6 moments.
I don't think we ever posted that episode yet. It was an encore. Yeah.
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not. We did an encore episode for this. We might post that.
Oh, yeah, I'll look to see if it's edited and stuff.
Yeah. Anywho, just the experience of not knowing he was in the crowd and the fact that we were standing next to him the entire fucking show.
Yeah.
And then him getting pissed off about the bass solo that is his solo, but not being pissed off about it, and realizing who it was at that time. Like, oh, he's not pissed. He's like, just, oh my God, thank you for doing it type thing. And then getting up on stage and playing. I've never seen him play. And like I said, Metallica, my favorite band of all time. I'm fucking wearing a Metallica shirt.
Yeah, you're always worried about my way more shirts. You have way more Metallica shirts.
Yeah, well, they're fucking awesome. So, anywho, seeing Jason for the first time was incredible. I'm so happy I got to do it.
Yeah.
And a surprise to it, nevertheless. The last one, the 7th one that...
Oh, yeah, this is your add-on.
My add-on. The small world effect, or sort of small world.
Shit, yeah.
We didn't bring this up during the Decibel show in Denver. Metal and beer. I was going to say beer and metal again.
You have to slow down and think about it.
I do have to think about it every time because I'm like, beer, metal. Priorities here. Beer, metal, beer, metal. No, metal, beer. Come on, get the priorities right. Metal, beer. Anywho, ran into a guy just talking to him by the water fountain there and talking to him, blah, 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 blah. Don't know what the fuck we were talking about.
I don't remember what you were talking about.
Honestly, I can't remember, and I feel bad about this, not knowing what we talked about. But he's like, my friend lived in Chicago. Somehow we came up to where we live. You came around. All 4 of us start talking. And then the guy's like, yeah, I used to live in Chicago. Used to go see shows at used to see shows at Reggie's all the time. Oh, cool. Where'd you work? He's like, oh, I work downtown. Oh, where at? Across from Sears Tower. Oh, where? And then like it turned out that he worked the floor below me.
Yeah.
The same time I worked there. I rode up and down the elevator with this guy more than likely.
Probably,
at least once.
Or at least saw him somewhere in the building, yeah.
Or just walking around for lunch or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he no longer works there. I no longer work there. He's moved. I've moved. Like, just this small world. You've run into people at these shows where it's like, oh, you and I were like living in apartments across the road from each other, streets. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
This small world aspect of you just run into people and you're like, holy shit. You and I are like so close to each other, have been so close to each other in the past, and here we are finally talking for the first time at a thing we love. And same thing, like just random ass people you walk down the street with, they're probably listening to the same music you are, maybe. Like everybody's got Lamb of God in their heads.
I always wonder, like when I'm, maybe I'm being too judgy, but like I see somebody and I'm like, I bet they're listening to metal music. I should ask them what they're listening to. But then obviously I'm not going to walk up to a random stranger and just be like, what are you listening to? But like
the answer will be Taylor Swift.
Possibly.
We talked to a friend of ours who's like, Taylor Swift's my favorite band.
Yeah.
I love her so much. Not a band, artist. which I would not have pegged him as a Taylor Swift fan, but
No.
everybody's different.
But not a metal fan either, so.
Yeah. But at the same time, I don't know. I agree. Like, you can point at people and be like, you probably like such and such. But yeah, I don't know. It's small world. This very fucking small world.
Yeah.
Our next category 11. This year's best overall show. This would be the best picture in Oscar terms, but we have two more categories in terms of like what we're looking at next year, and we want to end with like looking forward because there's always something new. But in any case, 11, the best shows this year. Why don't you lead us with this?
Wage War.
Wage War.
Yeah, the Wage War at Concord.
Again, these are not in any particular order, but I assume this one is definitely number one if you had to order them.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
From an individual show, yes.
Okay.
Individual show. Lamb of God Cruise. We've talked about it a lot.
Yep.
Walking Metal Fest. Talked about that a lot. Those who know thing. This has come up a lot on my list. Seeing Chemists at Reggie's.
Yeah.
That show was just fucking amazing. Like, the entire thing was just amazing. This one's probably going to surprise you. Elstorm.
It honestly doesn't surprise me.
I had so much fucking fun at Elstorm.
As you said, we went there and I was like, Karen's not going to like this. I'm going to fucking love this. It's pirate metal. It's kind of a joke. It's kind of a gimmick, but it's one of those things you can just, there's no pretension. There's no, you don't have to like put on a face. You don't have to put something on. It's just metal music and fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun to metal music. It's basically, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, it's kids bop metal. Like, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's like one of those like, I
think of like more of like a Comic-Con for metal.
Sure, that too.
Or
yeah,
like,
too. Yeah,
you know, just like nerds coming together.
But I guess what I mean by that is like it's there's no, like I said, no pretension. There's no I have to get dressed up a certain way, even though you can get your pirate shit on, and a lot of people have their pirate shit on. I
enjoy that also, to watch so many people have a fucking blast during Glory Hammer.
Yes,
like that was so much fun because there was somebody sitting in front of us, and I'm pretty sure they probably haven't seen Glory Hammer live, or if they have it,
that was their fucking band.
Their band. And like, oh my fucking God. Like, I really haven't experienced that much in the last couple of years just because we see so much and everything. But it's like, that was fucking amazing to see.
It's not on my top like overall experiences, but that, now that you brought that up, that's probably up there. Like,
up there.
Just seeing other people enjoy it so much.
Yeah.
And I agree. Like, I don't get super excited for much anymore.
Yeah.
And it's kind of disappointing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's we've seen so many shows. I don't think that's the answer. I don't get excited like I used to when I was a teen, right?
Yeah.
The excitement sort of died. I still super fucking enjoy it. Going to shows is the happiest time of my life when I'm at a show. But it's not something that I look at the calendar and it's like 5 more days, 5 more days, 5 more days. I got 5 more days, 4 more days, 4 more days, 4 more days. And then when I'm there, I'm jumping up and down like too much excitement.
4.5 more months.
C2E2, it's different. C2E2.
No, Sarge Prevail headlining at Milwaukee Metal Fest.
See, that's what you're getting super excited for. But you know what I mean? Like,
I know.
And I don't think it's because we've seen so much music. And it's not because the music sucks, because there's so much good music out there. I just don't know what it is, though.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And I get that way on other things in life. Like, I go to Disney every year. I don't get excited for it anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just there.
It's got to be old age. It's like, well, I could die tomorrow, so fuck it, whatever. Why get excited for something I'm never going to see?
That I might not see.
I'm going to get hit by a bus on my way home from work. Like,
well, you don't leave the house, so you're good.
I don't. You do. So.
And then finally, or not finally, the sixth thing on my list is the Damage Inc. show. So that's where that comes in.
The Jason.
Yeah, the Jason Newsted performance. So I guess maybe not overall show, but the performance of Jason Newsted at that show. But I did really enjoy the Damage Inc. performance as well, because it wasn't, and I think we talk about this whenever we post that episode, but they didn't play all the normal songs. They played some deep cuts or some things that you don't hear at normal, or the
we definitely talked about
concerts.
That. Yeah, we definitely talked about that with their set, because fuck, I can't remember the band before them. Motor Breath. Motor Breath was before them, and they played classic Metallica, the first 4 albums.
Yeah.
a lot of tribute bands for Metallica only play those first 4-ish albums, right? And with good reason. Those are the greatest fucking Metallica albums, if not greatest metal albums of all time.
Yeah.
Like, so yes, of course, play tribute to that, play those songs. But I also like Load. I also like Reload. Are they metal? Probably not, but they're fucking good rock albums. If they're not metal, they're so fucking good. It's just not the first 4 or 5 albums, right?
Yeah.
So seeing Damaged Inc. Sorry, fuck. Damaged Inc. play some of those other non-first 4 albums. They played Clover, No Leaf Clover.
Yeah.
Fucking love that song. So goddamn good. And you really only hear that with the symphony. From time to time, they'll play that at a show as like your one deep cut.
Yeah.
Which I think we've heard once outside of S&M shows.
Yes, one at
was that here?
It wasn't at the 40th?
Oh, it was the 40th.
Yeah.
You're right. It was the 40th.
I was like, I think it's the 40th. The 40th was great because you got a lot more of those. What's on your list of
Oh, you're done. All right. Yeah.
top things?
I think we have a lot of overlap here. Milwaukee Metal Fest was awesome. We even talked about going into this category of taking off the festivals.
We did.
Because
which would take Lamb of God Cruise and Milwaukee Metal Fest off.
Both of those for me were up there. Denver Beer and Metal was very close as well.
It was. Why didn't that make my list? I enjoyed it so much.
It was so much fun.
It's hard. Can we do like 66 items?
Yes. All the shows we saw. But I mean, that's fair. Again, we didn't see a single bad show this year.
Yeah, it's so like I think that's where like the worst show we had to take off because like the shows aren't bad. You might have worse experiences, but you
exactly.
won't have,
saying that this show was the worst show of the year is like, fuck. We just watched Hell Yeah video, a Hell Yeah documentary, where the guy's like, it's like pizza. The good ones are really, really good. The shitty ones are still really good. Yeah. Like every show's like pizza then in that point. Like a shitty show is still really fucking good.
Yeah.
Because you're with a crowd, you're with musicians, you're hearing live music. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Live music's fucking amazing. It takes a fuck ton of mess ups and fucking shitty ass performances to make a bad performance.
Yes. Yeah.
And nothing this year was a bad performance by any means. But yeah, we talked about leaving them off because Milwaukee Metal Fest, Headbangers Ball for sure. Fucking amazing shows. I love them. I'm glad we got to go do them. I can't wait for
next year to experience that all over again.
Both of those again.
I know, just experience them all over again.
Like you, I had L-Storm. I did not expect you to have a good time. Leaving it and you being like, that was amazing.
So I made the show for you
a little bit, but also like I said during the podcast we did on that, of just you can go in without any pretension or thinking I have to dress a certain way or act a certain way.
Yeah,
I can just go in there and have fun, because there are times where I go to shows, a Lamb of God show, and it's like I have to be tough, I have to act tough type thing.
That's true. I never even thought about that, and I think you brought it up during the L-Storm show, and I was just like, I don't see that. I see it more in society that you need to be that way, but not at shows. But I have noticed it at some shows that we go to. It's like, okay, I have to have my stance down. I have to have my, like when the pit opens up, I have to make sure that I have this. And it's like at L-Storm, it's just like, let's just fucking have fun.
If you want to be in the pit, cool, but smile.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, in any case, the camera died. I don't know what we were saying, but essentially L-Storm, fucking amazing. No pretension. You just go in, you have fun. Again, though, that ties into the boat where no pretension.
That's
you just show up, you just have fun. Yeah. You're with people who are into the same thing you are.
With you saying that with the boat, I was like, I even asked you, like, I was like, do we need to take like nice clothes for dinner? Like,
you did. You
all
remember
this stuff,
that.
because in my mind, when you go on a cruise, like there's like, you take nice clothes for dinner, you do all this stuff, and you're like, no, we're just gonna wear a jeans and t-shirt. And I'm like, well, let's take at least one outfit. That way, if we go to dinner and other people are dressed up, then we'll dress up, blah, blah, blah. We never changed out of our clothes.
Even went to a fancy dinner, everybody would be in there with like
I'm sure
shorts or cargo shorts.
Oh yeah, I saw people at the reservation like just in their shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah, this is not the type of cruise where you're gonna pretend to be something you're not.
Yeah.
Like this is the clothes I wear every day. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
If you're not happy with that, cool. I'll spend my money elsewhere. Like
yeah.
Having nice clothes doesn't mean you have money. Having shitty clothes doesn't mean you don't have money.
I guess we don't have any money because we just wear shitty clothes.
But you know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean. I know.
Judging people based on what they wear and their social economic status based on the clothing they wear.
Or if they're a good or a bad person or whatever.
Exactly. Or their ethical standpoints. Exactly. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Anyways.
The next one on my list, Baby Metal. Overall, greatest shows.
Oh, you loved that, yeah.
I had a blast. I thought I would like Baby Metal. Sorry.
Baby Clock.
Baby Clock. I have it as Baby Metal, but I think Baby Metal sold it for me. I was so fucking happy to finally see Death Clock live. Could have done that when I was in high school or something. I think we talked about that during that
2012,
episode.
Yeah.
Can't remember. Didn't have the money. Couldn't go to the show. So I was like, whatever. I'll get them next time. They took a break for 10 fucking years before finally touring again. I thought that was one of the bands I'd never see again, but possibly falls in the category of if they get back together, which they could. I'll see them then. But yeah, so when they announced like a tour with Baby Metal, I know we had seen them in some capacity at Open Air 2016. I think this is when I got there. And so like the side of their set, because I just got there, wanted a beer from all the hassle of getting to Open Air, whole episode on that shit. So really didn't see their set. I kind of knew what was going on. I was like, well, it's going to be Japanese like vocals with metal music. This is going to be awesome. And then seeing them and seeing the crowd get into it, I thought these two bands together make perfect sense to me. It's fucking brilliant. It was an awesome show. Jason Richardson, I think it was, right? The instrumental dude was fucking clearly.
Like August Burns Red?
I don't know. He clearly fucking can play the goddamn guitar.
Yeah, I can't remember who he played with.
The only complaint, he had no backing band. He only played to a backing track. But clearly he can fucking play. Bring in a few other instruments and this would have been a perfect fucking show in my mind. Next for me though, also is I guess not also, but next for me is Mega Monsters. I really fucking liked that show.
Mastodon and Gojira.
That was Mastodon, Gojira, Lorna Shore. Went in not knowing Lorna Shore.
Lorna Shore just stole it for you.
But they kind of did. I went in not thinking anything of them, and they put on a fucking phenomenal show.
Yeah, like going in, I was like, I'm gonna fucking love seeing them, and I was like, it's okay. They're only gonna play for 30 minutes. Like you'll be fine. But they're fucking amazing.
I liked it so much. They put on a great fucking show, and then you have Mastodon come up. The time before that, we saw Mastodon. That show was one of my worst shows ever. We talked about like it takes a lot for you to be a worst show, and it wasn't because of the bands. Chemist was the opening band that time. Yeah. OTEP was like the headliner that time. It was the worst show because we took edibles and I got fucked up where I could barely walk and function. And apparently I don't like weed, and that's fine.
Edibles are just hard because you don't know.
Yeah, I guess. It hit me way too hard and it made the show unenjoyable. And that's on me. But we learned from that. So in any case, it was great to see them again and see them in a sober state. And it was a blast. I love that show so much. And you got to see Gojira again and just those two bands together. It was a great time. My final best show this year, also Wage War. And if I had to pick a top, it would be that show. And not because of Wage War, but because of the crowd. That crowd was so fucking amazing. And even they came out and they're like, holy shit, you guys are awesome. The crowd was so fucking good. That chatter we were talking about, none of that going on.
No.
People just enjoying the music, living in the moment. Sure, some cell phones were out if you could, because again, you can't control your body, what you're doing. I
don't know if we had our cell phones out.
We did take some photos and a little bit of video, but like toward the end when people started like running out of energy.
Yeah, like when it was dying down a little bit.
But that crowd alone made that show so fucking good.
Yeah.
And again, the reason you go to live music is not just for the music, it's for the crowd. It's for everything. And the band fed off the energy of the crowd fed off the energy of the band, and it was just a fucking secular circle. Fancy word for circle.
We've been recording a long time.
Yeah, you know what I mean when I say words.
Yep.
Anywho, those were my top 6.
Do you want me to say some words?
Sure. Go on to 12.
So number 12 is next year once. Like, what do we want to see happen, or what tours would we want to see? That sort of thing.
Yeah. you want to start off, or do you
Sure.
want me to?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I definitely want to see Raven Black. That was on my list last year. We didn't get to see Raven Black this year. They came around, but not in Chicago. It's like South Chicago or West Chicago.
Yeah. One caveat I want to throw on to
Oh.
what you said. This is next year's wants, but next year's wants that we don't know about.
Oh, that we don't know. Yeah. Like what we want to happen. Not
Because
like,
I mean, it is late in the year, but there are a few things that we know about for next year.
Yeah. Sorry. So Raven Black, Slaughter to Burrell tour. I want like we are going to see them at Milwaukee Well Fest, but I want to see like their tour.
Like a headlining tour?
Yeah, like
Okay.
what they did in Chicago before we went on a cruise 2 years ago that we didn't go on because we were worried about COVID.
They were here in Chicago 2 years ago?
Two nights before we went on the Disney cruise.
Really?
Yeah.
With a headlining tour?
Headlining tour.
No shit.
Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to go so bad. An I Prevail tour. Still have not seen them. They are close in Milwaukee, but they're with a band that I refuse to see, so not giving my money to that. So hopefully I Prevail, if they're doing something with Hogfest, hopefully they're doing a tour around that same time. I want to see more shows at small venues. They're really, really fun. They're a lot more affordable where you can, spend $15, $20, $25, go see a show. You don't have to worry about $180 for a 2-hour show like we saw a couple times this year. I want to see a proper metal show at the Salt Shed. And I say a proper metal show. I know Bad Omens can be considered.
Metalcore, right?
So I would consider them metalcore. I should have. Somebody did an Instagram story about this new genre of metal that's coming up, and they consider Bad Omens that genre. I will look it up and
let me know.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of bands that would be falling into that category?
There's a couple. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That we would know of. I'll look it up and maybe put it on the screen or something when I say that. But I want to see a proper metal show. I think the layout is perfect for it. I think the sound would be perfect for it. Everything would just be amazing. And then I really badly want Windrose to do a US tour.
Nice. Yes.
So we can dig some holes.
Diggy diggy hole.
Oh, it'd be so much fun.
While you look that up, mine are new Bloodywood music.
Oh yeah.
So we know they're making new music.
We don't know when it's coming out.
There's some bands who can just shit out music, no problem, and not saying that it's bad or anything. It's just
I know what you mean.
They produce it super fucking quick.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Avatar seems to be that band where boom, 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 boom. They just get in the studio and here's a new album. Other bands, Metallica and Tool, they get in the studio and 10 years later there's a new album, right? So we know Bloodywood's working on new music. Will it be released next year or not? I don't know. But that's a want for me. Fever 333 music or tour.
Oh shit, yeah.
They've got a new lineup now.
Yeah, we have. I mean, I kind of forgot about them this year because they really didn't do anything.
Yeah, they've got a new lineup. They don't play many. They don't do really a tour in the U.S. They play the festival circuit, and that's about it. They seem to do a lot of fucking tours in Europe. I would love for them to come back to the States and do a proper fucking tour where they're headlining. And again, new members in the band with a fucking bassist. Before they didn't really have bass.
Right.
Let's hear some fucking bass on that. Let's go. Dresden Dolls music. I know they're working on music. They say in their newsletters it's very, very slow. It's coming together. This is one of the bands similar to the Metallica Tool type thing where it could be 2, 3, 4 years before we get an actual album because they're working on it and trying to make it perfect or trying to make it just right for that time in their life. Which
it'd be a lot of fun to hear new Dresden Dolls.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah, because we really haven't heard new. When did they come out with new music last?
It's got to be late 2000s, early 2010s before they broke up. Amanda Palmer's done her own things. They have sort of a political undertone to it as well, if you want to call it that. But with the political climate it is, it'd be really interesting to see what they come out with. And I don't know, I would love to see new music from them.
Yeah.
I think they'll tour, and I think we'll get to see a tour next year. But I don't know about that. But at least music or tour would be really cool for them. The Lost Slipknot album. Clown hinted at this.
Yeah.
Sean hinted at this not long ago of Just Look Out Your Window, I think is the name of the album. Like, it's been sitting on the shelves for years. I think this was the album after Volume 3, if I'm not mistaken. It's sometime around that era.
Yeah.
Or Psychosocial era.
Yeah.
Where just the record label wouldn't release it or something. Like, some reason it sat on the shelf for so long. I don't remember the whole story behind it, but I would love to see that next year come out. And it sounds like it might, but we don't have a firm date on it. So that's up there. Same with Beer and Metal Fest. More than likely going to happen in Denver. It happened this year. It happened the year before. I think it was a success both years.
I think so too, yeah.
So hopefully we return for year 3. But again, we don't know about it. And then my final one is movie theater live shows.
Oh, shit, yeah.
So Metallica did one for their M72 in Dallas.
Austin.
No, it was Dallas. It was Dallas where the Cowboys play.
Arlington, yeah.
A live stream event in the movie theaters. I went to go see it was not live, it was a recording from a 90s show, I think here in Chicago actually, of not Dead and Company, Grateful Dead. That was a lot of fun. So going to a movie theater to see a concert is a lot of fun, surprisingly.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
The crowd gets into it, they're singing along, they're dancing along. I don't know, it's really fun.
You get a seat that lays back.
Yeah. Like, I know we don't like seats. It's a different experience.
It's a different experience, yeah.
But it's a fun experience. Yeah. I want to see more movie theater type shows.
Yeah.
And that's different than streaming because, again, you're in with a crowd doing things. So that's my last want for next year that we don't know about.
Okay. Final topic
is the things we're excited for next year that we know about. The last topic that we didn't know about. This is the one that we actually know is going on that we're going to do. And my number one that I'm excited for is seeing shows in Europe. We're going to Europe.
Yeah.
You have to travel for work. We're going to have opportunities to see shows in Europe for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about that.
Yep.
Headbangers Boat, getting to see that again.
Yep.
Super fucking excited for that. Milwaukee Metal Fest. Super excited for that too. We talked about that already. Like, the lineup looks sick. It's
Sunday on.
It's at the Rave. It's going to be fucking awesome.
So amazing.
Checking out new venues. I'm so excited to check out just new venues.
Yeah.
Like you said, we're going to go to smaller shows, try to.
Yeah.
Because again, going to Europe because of work and whatnot, like
we're doing the cruise again.
They're doing the cruise again. There's bigger trips we're doing next year that we've never done before.
Yeah.
Which sucks away some of your budget that like you can't do everything. So because you can't go to more travel shows, you have to stick local. And the big bands aren't always coming to your town. So where else can you find live music in your town when a big band's not there? Let's explore the smaller local scene and see what's going on there. I'm excited for that, honestly. The Godsmack Vibes tour.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's the one outside of the two festivals. That's the one show that we know we're going to so far because it's early in the year. It sounds like it's going to just be a fun, unique experience. I love these sort of one-off experiences, the acoustic sets, where you don't get to see a band in the light you normally get to see them in.
Yeah.
Hear some stories. Just it's a different feel to songs. I really enjoy that so much. So I'm excited for that. And then just new music in general. I'm super fucking excited for new music. Just exploring and finding new things, finding new openers, finding, the smaller shows we're going to go to, all of that. One more that I don't have on anywhere. I don't know where it would fall, but probably in the don't know for next year would definitely be Mother of Graves. Again, they're going to be working on a new album. I don't know if they're the band that just shits out music or if they're the band that needs to sit on music and let it age and, like fine cheese or you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Anywho, those were my wants for next year that I don't know about. How about you?
So I have Milwaukee Metal Fest, Headbanger Boat, and then Europe shows.
Hey, so the top same three.
Yeah, same three. The Citizen Soldiers show that we're going to see in April.
Okay.
I found them like a couple years ago on Spotify, and I just really, really enjoy their music. So I'm going to really enjoy that show. It's rock music. It's not really metal music. So
which is really weird because I know when we go to like rock shows, you're like, ugh. Not like that, but like I'm not going to enjoy this as much.
Yeah.
Seeing you just this excited for this show is Interesting.
For
a non-metal
show.
Yeah.
For a non-metalcore show.
Yeah.
And then I put on this list New Bloodywood music and New Mother of Graves music under this.
Okay.
Because I guess Mother of Graves, I have a feeling it's going to come out soonish. Bloodywood, I'm hoping it comes out soonish.
Mother Graves definitely felt very soonish based on the way they were talking.
At Denver Beer and Metal.
At Denver
Metal and Beer Fest.
Yeah. Because it was like, we're going to play you a new song. We're working on music. That's all I can say at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the record is very close to being done and they're working on a release date.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your list?
Yeah, that's 6. Milwaukee Metal Fest, Lamb of God, UK shows, Citizen Soldier, Bloodywood music, Mother of Graves music.
I guess you have Slaughter Prevail as a you don't know in terms of...
Yeah, because we are going to see Slaughter to Prevail, but we don't know if they're going to do their own tour.
Gotcha. I assumed like just seeing them in general would be in your top.
Milwaukee Metal Fest.
Sure. But yeah, sure. I assume they
Sunday at Milwaukee Metal Fest.
I assume they would be big
amazing.
enough for you to have its own line item.
I'm not driving to Milwaukee Metal Fest. I'm not having any chance that our car is going to get broken into and we can't go to bed. We're asking for a west-facing room. It's going to be fucking amazing.
All right. Well, that's the end of our list for the 13 categories. But like we started the show off, we made some predictions for this year, and they were pretty accurate, honestly.
Oh, for Spotify?
Yeah, like Metallica was number 1. I did not expect that going into the year in review, honestly. I did explore prog and doom. 2 doom songs, albeit from the same band, were in my top 5. And then the concerts, Metallica, Lamb of God, The Boat. I guess just Lamb of God, Metallica, Dead and Company, and Rockfest didn't make the list of my top shows, but yeah, they were definitely memorable for other reasons. And yours seemed pretty accurate too.
Yeah, from last year.
Oh,
sorry. Did you want me to read it? I didn't go back.
No, it's fine. That's just that's fine. But in any case, the point I was trying to make is let's take the same thing. Let's make some predictions about 2024.
Okay.
Do you want to start?
Sure.
Go ahead. What are your predictions for 2024?
Spotify, I predict Slaughter to Prevail and Lamb of God will be the top of my list.
The top artists. 2 bands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe not top 2 bands, but on my top band
in your
list.
top bands?
Less Wage War.
I can see that.
I still listen to Wage War a lot, but it's not like a every single day thing. And then for like a goal for Spotify or whatever you want to say is to listen to more new music. So like not go to the same bands and I'm really, really bad at that where I maybe listen to 1 or 2 songs and I'm like, I want to listen to this. I want to listen to this. I want to listen to this.
So we talked about that a little bit with our Spotify review at the beginning of, I know one of the cards on their year in review is how many artists you listen to. And I asked if you wanted to put that on there. And your response was, well, when we drive in the car, we're listening together and because you primarily drive.
Oh, yeah.
Almost 99% of the time drive.
99.999% of the time I'm driving.
Right. But the 1
hour you drove.
Any case, I am then controlling the music at that point because you're driving and I'm finding music I want to listen to. So I think your point was we can put the number of bands or unique artists we listen to on there, but mine will be skewed because you are finding shit to put on. I do think maybe that's a good metric then to look and see how much new music you're listening to. But I don't know. That might be a good thing. Yeah, but I think that's a good goal for sure.
Yeah. I need that goal. I mean, I'm expanding even more than just 2 bands like I used to be, but I am really, really bad where I listen to the same band day after day after day after day.
Do you have a general idea what your number was?
1496 for unique bands.
1496.
I think
I was maybe 3,700
for yours.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Again, I don't think that's that many, but I don't know.
Let's say I listen to the same bands all the time. I had 28 genres. I was surprised about that.
Yeah, I can't remember. Anywho.
But yeah, so that's a goal of mine.
For me, for Spotify, I think Metallica will be number 1 again. Somehow, I will always be listening to Metallica, which not
it's
bad.
Fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I just didn't think I listened to them that much. I think Slipknot will be number 2, especially if this new album comes out.
Yeah.
They'll
That's
keep
gonna
on
skew
up.
it. Like, and also Slipknot said that they are probably gonna do like a 20th anniversary. 25th
My assumption is there's going to be a 25th anniversary. Yep.
25th.
So I'm going to be diving super back into that catalog again.
Yeah.
Which then will bring up other things, right? Like Lamb of God will probably it's all sort of that early 2000s era. Yeah. Like once I get into one of it, then it's sort of like, all right.
Do you not listen to Lamb of God now?
I do, but not that often.
Not often.
There's like the 4 songs I always go to. Memento Mori, Laid to Rest, Ruin, and then whatever the fuck.
Like Lamb of God is still my
your go-to.
Get in the headspace for work or God, I just got done with work sort of music.
See, for me, that's Amon Amarth. Okay. Amon Amarth is sort of like, let's do Shield Wall today and listen to that and see where the playlist goes.
Yeah.
Let's do Put Your Back into the Oar. Let's see where the playlist goes type thing, right?
I don't do that often. I go to the
that's what I do.
And I really enjoyed that. One day I just put on like a random song and then just let Spotify take it from there. And that was a lot of fun. I need to do that more often.
Yeah. In terms of predictions for next year, concert predictions, I think we're going to do a lot more smaller shows. Again, because of some of the higher ticket item shows we're going to be doing. We're going to be forced to do smaller shows, which not a bad thing to do. No, honestly.
I think we'll find a lot more new music as well.
And I think it's going to lead to 2025 being a balance of bigger shows, smaller shows, bigger shows, smaller shows, where the bang for your buck, so to speak, you really get that with your smaller shows. But a big band that you really like is coming to town. Let's go check that out type thing. So I'm excited for that. Really am. We are going to see Metallica. I don't think we're going to see them from the Snake Pit. We're going to enter for the Snake Pit raffle.
I was like, we're not buying new tickets.
We're not winning that shit by any means.
You can win a whole trip.
Yeah, that's not going to fucking happen. Did you enter? Not yet, no. Everyone's going to Spain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and those are Snake Pit tickets you get?
You get Snake Pit tickets plus a trip there.
Plane and all that shit?
I think so.
I think you just have to donate, and all the money goes to All Within My Hands, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's it's a good donation anyway. Just like, here's $25, whatever. I'm not going to win it, but at least the money's going to a good cause.
It's going to a good cause, yeah. It's not like it's going to Metallica.
Right, and it's not unbelievably bad. Like, here's $25, here's $50, right?
I mean,
but I don't think we're
one
getting
day of groceries, so it's a lot.
Here in Chicago, it is. Yeah. Well, not 1 day, it's 1.5 week of groceries.
A meal.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how groceries work. Any case, no Snake Pit shows for us next year, I don't think.
No.
I think we're going to see less shows than we did this year. We saw 53-ish, 54 shows
54.
This year. I think we're going to see less than this.
Next Saturday, I'll be 54. Oh, that makes me sad.
I think we peaked. Like, we saw no shows, a lot of shows last year. 54 shows this year. I think we're going to be back down in that 30 to 40 range. I'm going to put that on there. 30 to 40.
I'm going to find a lot of $10 shows or $15 shows to go to.
But that's a prediction. I don't think we're going to see as many shows.
I could maybe see that as well because we do have some large trips coming up. Like you said, I have to go over to Europe for work. That's going to take a lot of time away from seeing shows. We have some big things coming up this summer that we won't be able to see shows. I get what you're saying. It won't be as much home time.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Anyway, what are your concert predictions?
I thought you meant like who's touring to concert predictions, so that's how I put my
list let's do it. That's fine.
I think it's the same as like whatever we had at the top, like Once or something.
Oh, okay.
But Windrose, Large Prevail, and Ghost, like a proper arena tour for Ghost.
Yeah, no, that was definitely not what I meant by that category.
Next year we need to talk about what these categories
mean. Talked about this in July and never talked about it again.
It's fucking December.
Well, you should have remembered better. But yes, not what we meant to talk about.
I like your predictions though.
Yeah, in any case, it's been a long ass episode or 2 episodes. We'll see how this goes. 13 categories, 13 top 6s. It's been a fun year. I really enjoyed this year.
It was so much fun this year.
Most shows we've ever seen in a single year.
I think most shows we've seen ever combined until this, like every year combined. And then this year.
Not with last year involved, I don't think.
Oh,
last year was like
yeah.
30 plus. So if you take out last year, which also I think was more shows than all previous years.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But we do need to work on budgeting.
Yes, it's not cheap to do it, so it's like
we went overboard sometimes, but it was fun.
There were times, yes, that ghost show for sure.
Yeah. Maybe that's what we need to do too. Is like if there's a band that we've seen multiple times and they're coming and they're like $180 for tickets, it's like,
no, I'm good. I've seen you before.
Yeah, I've seen you.
It's the exact same fucking show I saw last year.
Yeah. I mean, they're fun.
And to be fair, that show, that tour, the 3 tours, the pre, the Imperia, and the post or re tour, the pre had the most, the Imperia tour had the next most, the middle, and then the re had the least. So it really diminished over time. I felt like
ticket sales or songs.
Number of audience,
audience numbers,
audience size,
yeah.
Each show got smaller and smaller. It felt like.
But I'm even thinking like the Disturbed show that we went and paid $160 or $170 for. Like,
you need to stop finding justifications. So that was, we've never been in the pit at Tinley Park,
and it is more enjoyable in the pit than any other place in the whole stadium or whole arena, but it's not worth it. Yeah. Even for Disturbed, it's not worth it. Yeah. We've seen them so many times. They put on the same show every single time. It's fine.
Well, in any case, it's been fun looking back at the year of 2023. Great year for music for us. Hopefully it was for you too. And then there's 2024. There's plenty of live music coming up, and yeah, just seek it out and go to live music, and hopefully it's a blast.
Yep.
Hope you had a good year.
Bye.